another episode of UFO Garage.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Joe. And this is where we talk about UFOs, aliens, and all things weird.
Oh, yeah. What's up, dude?
What's going on, man?
Episode 34.
All right, here we go.
What's going on today, dude?
Not a lot, man.
You ready to look at some Facebook stuff? We got a shit ton of awesome posts.
Yeah, you guys have been killing it with the Facebook posts lately.
Yeah,
we got so much stuff to go through. So, yeah, dude, I mean, yeah. Hey, you know, one cool thing that I'd like to point out, to all of our group members and like just the people who listen to the show and all that stuff, man, like I would like to give out, especially for our page, the not having to babysit dickheads award, because there's so many pages on Facebook, you know, there's so many things that you know, there's just all kinds of stuff, right? And there's always like there's always like that one asshole that ruins everything for everybody.
Exactly. But not on our group.
Yeah, dude, we have got like the coolest group members, and for that I thank you guys, you know, especially dealing with a topic that is like, you know, it's definitely weird and out there, you know?
Yeah.
But I think one thing that kind of saves us from that happening is nobody really knows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to talk some shit on something that you don't know anything? You know, you don't know the truth. I don't know the truth. We're all just guessing here.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
so,
I mean, I know a little bit about, like, you know, the secret space program uniform.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Which is, you know, the slinky hat.
The slinky hat.
As we all know.
Obviously, right?
I want to make that happen so bad, dude.
Dude, it's going down. It's going down. Slinky hats.
We should do that for UFO Con. We should bring we should make some slinky hats and bring them to.
They'll have a secret space program written on them, and then just a slinky on top.
Everyone's gonna take us super seriously if we have those on.
Oh, dude, yes, it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. I mean, hell yeah, man. Yeah, we got some great members, dude.
We do. Thank you, guys.
Hell yeah, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. So yeah, man, let's get into this.
Let's do it. Facebook post. I posted. Well, I guess this is just the newest one since last week. But that super clear footage. I mean, the photos are awesome, but the video is pretty sick. Like the photos, they zoom in super crazy. What? Like, so I showed my wife this, and she was like, "If that's what they look like, I'm gonna be super bummed." Like that looks like shit. I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, I mean the video is cool.
The video is super tight, but like the fact that they were able to zoom in was super cool because you can't really see it that clearly on the video.
Yeah,
but the clear photos, my wife was like, Jess was like, "What? That looks terrible." But
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, if you know, looking at this thing, like, I wonder how big it was.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that big, but I bet like if it landed on your front lawn, it's probably, you know, a good, you know, 1-story size maybe.
I would think, it looks pretty damn big, like the size of a building or something.
Yeah,
maybe like a 1-story, like a Blockbuster maybe.
Like it could like fit in maybe like your living room plus a little bit of this room, but it wouldn't go like into like past y'all's kitchen,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I mean, it's pretty sizable.
Yeah,
it's pretty sizable.
Super interesting. That was a long.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty long video.
I mean, man, that thing looks legit, right?
Yeah, it's pretty nuts, man. It's was taken in Florida, right?
What does it say?
California,
San Diego. What's up, San Diego? Got a lot of listeners from the California area.
Yeah, dude.
But what do you think about that thing? Does it look fake or do you think it's real?
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, obviously they got a good picture of it.
It looks real.
It looks real to me.
Moving on. Shit. Let's see. Story of Atlantis. I haven't clicked on that yet.
I haven't got a chance to look into it yet either, man.
Sorry, Joseph.
We're gonna get to that one though.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Joshua.
What's up, Joshua?
What's up, dude?
Hey, man, thanks for listening. And he said he hadn't listened in a while, but I guess he started back up because he likes to binge listen, which
hell yeah.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, man.
I get it.
So yeah, thanks for listening, man. I hope you got those photos. We sent them down there. So
You got a little comment on there. Oh, okay.
Commented on your photo. Ooh, another one.
Another comment. Okay, that's what's up. Showing some love.
All right. Awesome, Darren. Well, we're going to get to you here in just a second.
Yeah, dude. Nice.
Oh, man, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, thanks for listening, dude. So Joe, you edited this little UFO con video.
I did. It's my first real video.
It's dope, bro. Good job.
Yeah. We need to add that soundbite on just like the soundbite, like on the website.
Yeah.
I think we should maybe get it up on maybe we can upload it to Spreaker too.
Yeah, let's do it.
Just a little thing.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
So people will know where we're at.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Dan Warren. Yeah, dude. He posted about the Vatican prepares conference on extraterrestrial life. Mm-hmm. Dude, doesn't it surprise me? I believe the Vatican knows a whole lot, probably.
Dude.
They probably know a whole lot.
Their library, their underground library, is just packed full of books that they won't let the public read.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
It's just...
They've known that this shit is coming for ages.
Yeah,
And
it's millennia
Yeah.
of history
Yeah.
that some other people don't even know about. You know?
They have one of the most sophisticated telescopes in like all of telescopes.
Yeah, it's
And
one of the largest.
Isn't it called like the Morning Star, which is like Satan or something?
Yeah, it's called
right?
Lucifer.
It's called Lucifer?
It's called Lucifer.
That's like way more in your face than just the,
they could have like hit it and called it the Morning Star,
Right.
but they were like, we'll just name it Lucifer.
They should have just called it Jeff.
Jeff.
Way less suspecting.
The Devil Telescope.
Yeah, basically, dude. It looks right
dude.
into Satan's asshole.
Hey, speaking of Satan, why are you making all those satanic hand signs, dude?
Also, which one was she referring to? Because I looked at the time signature and I wasn't making any hand signals. Was she talking about the horns? This means rock and roll, lady. Rock and roll.
Hail Santa. All hail Santa. They're gonna be like at 3 minutes and 44 seconds, they made multiple satanic hand signs.
Yeah. They're gonna like run this podcast in reverse, and we're gonna say all kinds of shit.
I
I
love that part on Little Nicky where they're like, "Hey, what do you think the Ozman's trying to say here?" And he's like, "Absolutely nothing, Bob." He's like, "The Ozman was a straight shooter."
And then he
like,
puts Chicago on.
Chicago on. I command you in the name of Lucifer to spread the blood of the innocent.
Dude, Little Nicky is so, like one of the most underrated Sandler movies.
Hell yeah. I love Little Nicky, man. That opening scene is like one of my favorite things of all time where like the camera zooms in on the castle and then you hear Van Halen playing and then he's playing on his pitchfork.
Yeah.
He's playing the bass on his pitchfork
That's
in his
right.
room. That's awesome. I love that damn movie.
Yeah,
for sure. That's a good one. But yeah, dude, he says here, don't know anything about the credibility of the source. Their website seems to be all fringe all the time, but I've always been curious about what records the Vatican has, and they don't want anyone to know about.
Well, we know what records. It's all Chicago records.
It's all Chicago records.
Yeah,
yeah, dude. But I'm the same way, man. I don't know about the credibility of the source, but the topic itself and the Vatican and aliens, definitely. I mean, that's something that we need to get into a little bit more and do a little bit more research. But the stuff that I do know about and have heard about is pretty wild. I mean, these guys, they literally like for thousands of years, man, like they just send people out to go record history and they bring it back and they set it down like in their little chambers and they fucking hide it away from people.
Why all the secrecy? What's the point in like recording all this stuff and not letting the public read it, right? Unless it's something super weird or it's like they just like some powerful information that they don't want the public to know,
right?
Or maybe it's like this nice they're protecting us from knowing that there's aliens all around us all the time watching us as we take showers.
I mean, I'd be okay with knowing that, like honestly, I'm okay with it. I'm definitely okay with it.
Truman
but,
Show type shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, the Pope's even come out and said, you know, like we should accept our space brethren.
Yeah, no, that was
like
like a big thing that came out a couple years ago.
Yeah,
like,
it's like, you know,
the Lord will has other creations other than us, which is pretty progressive.
Yeah, I mean it is. It is.
I love it.
You know, and you know, there's a lot of conspiracy to the Vatican, and you know, really kind of being like this dark occult.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what is it? The three cities, the three city states, conspiracy where like the world powers basically revolve around how do you control a massive population, and it's you control their faith, you control their money, and you control the military. Yeah. Right. And so how
I think I've heard you talk about this before.
Yeah, Washington obviously is the military might, right? Because Washington isn't a state,
right,
or anything. It's its own.
It's its own thing.
It's its own thing.
Which is weird.
The Vatican isn't a country. It's its own little thing inside of
a little island.
Yeah,
but not an island.
It's not an island, right? Yeah. And then the World Bank, which came from England, right? So like London isn't technically a part of England. It's its own district as well.
What?
Yeah. So all three of these places are their own district. They all have their own rules. They all have like their own little constitutions. They all have their own little militaries. They all have, you know, and so these three entities, you know, control the world basically.
I mean, so world domination has already happened. Like, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know, man. The banking thing is weird. I don't know enough about this. I should watch Zeitgeist again, but there's, you know what I mean? There's a second one that's all about currency.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure, and the economy and all that.
Basically, how the world banking system is set up, and like all the countries that have the world banking system now, you know,
are already in debt before they even like make a dollar. Right?
They have been invaded at some point, and then once the government falls, then one of the first things to come in is the central banking system.
Right.
And if you look at the countries that don't have the central banking system, we're currently invading them now.
Yeah.
And toppling their governments. Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. It's a crazy ass, you know, crazy conspiracy. You can go wherever you want to with it, but
right.
Yeah. I mean, that's just some theories. It's just some theories.
Well, we'll see. We'll see in the next couple of years.
Yeah, dude. Hey guys, thanks for adding me to this group.
Tasha, what's up?
What up?
Thanks for being a part of the group.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming along.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming along. Let's see, Flat Earther. That's the dinosaurs.
Oh, this one up here?
Yeah, Joseph posted the Flat Earth thing.
What happens?
That's how dinosaurs die. Oh, dude.
I wish I could full screen that.
They just fly off into space.
That's amazing.
But Chris's comment is even more funnier. This is ridiculous. It assumes dinosaurs were real.
Nice one. That's awesome.
Man.
Oh yeah, Dan's dude. I love the character style of this.
Yeah,
that's what we should go for. Like, it's a little more realistic, where there's like some highlights and lowlights and stuff.
Yeah,
but that's dope.
I love that, dude. And then with our Impala, also, big fan of Pimp C. Love Pimp C.
Hell yeah.
All right, moving on.
Oh, what about this? This fact check, the CGI.
Oh yeah. So, Joseph, I love the post.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You know,
we can't really see it right now, but it was like this lightning ball that like went across this railroad track.
Well, you can see the video if you click see the video right down there. But as you all know, the almighty Facebook decided we're gonna fact check your videos, right? And Joseph put at the top, I got this off the Ghostbusters fan page, and then almighty Facebook was like, this video is fake.
What about it?
Here's why. It's so stupid.
You got it from the Ghostbusters fan page. What do you expect?
Go away. You're blowing it and you're making this not any fun.
It's no fun.
All right? And then also, like, how can they expect us to be critical thinkers to kind of work through the process on our own?
Exactly.
Ask our guests.
We're just being patted on the bottom.
Exactly. And me and you kind of sit here and banter when you cover my video and it says false information. Checked by independent and then what's hilarious is that everybody in our comment section before they fact check it was like, that's CGI.
Yeah, everybody was like that.
And then Facebook swoops in to save the day and it says false.
Yeah.
This video is CGI.
We didn't need you, Facebook.
Yeah, no shit. we got it, okay?
So Facebook thinks we're all dumb.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dude, we have so many Josephs.
Yeah, we have a lot of
This is like the third or the fourth one now.
Yeah.
We got a lot of Chris's.
Including you.
A lot of Josephs. Hey, there's a conspiracy all on its own.
Hey, man, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, that's a long-ass video. But I think we've seen a lot of this where it goes through the different species.
What are these guys?
Yeah, dude.
What?
Legends of leprechauns and trolls.
Okay, I've never seen these long-nosed baby people. Yeah, so this is, this is cool. Look at this. Oh, yeah. It's like Skyrim character.
Yeah. I mean, there's some new ones that I haven't seen, but I've seen a lot of these.
I think that's a
in some of
cockroach.
these videos.
A cucaracha.
A cucaracha.
The
orange.
What does that mean, dude?
It means he's orange.
Oh, shit.
What if he was like purple?
It's like obviously purple. No, we call ourselves the orange.
But you're purple.
No, we're not.
No, we're orange.
You will go get me a Diet Dr. Pepper? You will give me a Diet Dr. Pepper? Have you seen that skit on SNL? It's Bobby Moynihan. He's like, they're doing like a Star Wars bit, and they're doing like the Force, and he's trying to be George Lucas. He's like telling the PA behind the scene, like, you will go get me a Diet Coke? I thought it was funny. Okay, so is this the CIA document that you pulled up?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Is this the one you were talking about?
No, that's a different one.
Okay.
That's the FBI document.
Oh.
I also posted a link to NSA documents. So this week, ladies and gentlemen, we've got CIA, we've got FBI, and we've got NSA.
Yeah.
That document though was kind of crazy because it talks about they found this crashed object.
Wow.
And then the military went to go check it out, and there was a couple guys hiding behind some trees. But these beings came out of the craft, and they all combined into one being, right?
What?
Which I would like to point out, kind of makes me believe that the story of Bill and Ted is a true story. Because remember when Station combined the two guys, the little aliens, and they're like Station, and then fucking he combines into one big station. He's like Station.
Dude, I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Yeah, dude. So Station, right on. Station. So these aliens.
I wish I could play along. I just don't know. Sorry, bro.
These aliens combined into one thing, and it was like this glowing like ball. It was like an orb, and then it put out this big energy, and the energy was like so potent that it like turned these dudes to like pillars of salt. Yeah. Station. I love it.
Oh, those dudes look weird.
Yeah, dude. They're like the master engineers of the universe.
What?
And so here they're they're building like robot us's.
I remember a little bit about this.
There's the evil us's, and they're trying to fight the evil us's.
Right.
So they build robot us's. Oh god, yeah.
Initiate final plan now. You got it, great one. Not fail me.
Okay, let's get forward to the station part.
Yeah, go for it.
No time to be playing games.
And the merge. I can't wait for the third one to come out.
Are they really doing it?
They're really doing
Oh
it.
my god, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Spot on, dude. Spot on. Dude, that's fucking...
So yeah, that's
what the CIA document was about?
that's what it's about. It's about station. They met station.
Oh my god.
3 little stations turned into one big station.
That's dope.
Chris, haven't had a chance to check out the last part 3 yet of the Jack Carroll memoirs.
Yeah. Mammers.
The memoirs,
Mammers.
but gonna absolutely.
Oh, we're gonna. For sure.
We're gonna.
Oh.
All right.
Look at this fucking... That
so funny.
creeped me out, dude. That's...
He's like,
hey. It's like perfect timing. Okay. Do it, dude. Okay, so dude, we were talking about this. We've talked about this in one of our first episodes ever.
yeah.
This Chinese patent for anti-gravitic technology, dude. So the guy. So what's the point of? I didn't get a chance to read this.
I haven't got a chance to read through
Oh,
this
well,
either.
shit.
No, I know. But the original one was the fact that the guy had made the technology,
Right.
tried to patent it, and then the patent office wouldn't patent it.
Right.
And then he was like, all right, I'll take it to China. And then the Navy or something was like, oh, wait, come back here. Yeah, we already have the patent for you. And then and then they patented it. So, but we have to read through that one.
Yeah.
And hit it on the next one because
sure.
maybe there's some more news that just came out.
Maybe.
Maybe.
All right, we got to check out our new buddy.
All right, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to show you guys
Creed.
this orb that I summoned yesterday.
So Creed
Tell me what you think.
summons orbs.
So it's interesting we see
So
him,
this is a still image, right?
immediately, but you really don't know what it's going
Look
to
at
look
that
like
thing.
until you zoom in.
Yeah.
It's definitely a
Some sort of
square
a
and with a
wormhole
like
portal
a,
or something inside the center. Looks to be about a cube or squarish.
it looks like a keyhole.
It does.
It looks or something's like in front of it, and then it looks like it changes a
Drop
little bit.
comment.
I mean, so there's a couple things like
try.
obviously there's something in the sky with that
Snapshot,
weird
put it
color
close.
coming off, but like pixelation, like video, there's some weird artifacts that can happen when you pixelate video that's not a high resolution.
Right,
From
yeah.
objects far away, they can make them look weird. You can take a photo with a cell phone camera of a plane that's far away, and it'll look square. So I don't know what that is. I'd love to see more. Like, I'm super interested that you can summon these UFOs. So I want
Yeah.
to see more stuff. I'm not saying that it was just an artifact. I'm just saying that that's a possibility. I'm not totally like trying to like discredit it or whatever, but
Dude, I mean, I have no idea what this is.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I would actually like to talk to you and kind of talk us through this.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's pretty cool, especially if you can just kind of do this. I mean, like Melinda and them, they're like, hey, like
Just hang out.
just hang out. There's
Yeah.
something about us that if we're there, more than likely you'll see a UFO.
Yeah.
Right. So
Just hang out by the magnet.
Maybe he's got kind of the same thing. He's like, hey, I'm just living my life, and these things show up. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does. I mean, it looks like a keyhole.
Yeah, that's sick. Super
Yeah.
sick. Yeah, I want to hear more.
I am the keymaster. You the gatekeeper.
Hey.
It's
Hey.
Ghostbusters. Rick Moranis.
Yeah. Dude, I recently watched Ghostbusters. It is a trippy ass movie,
Hell
bro.
yeah, it's awesome, dude. Have you seen the new one with the or wait, has it come out yet?
No,
the new one with the little kids.
Yeah, the new one hasn't come out yet. But it's the dude from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Or I watched an interview with one of the kids, one of the actors.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think it's come out yet. Dude. So what do you think about this Men in Black video
Dude,
that
yeah.
Jordan Sparks
Yeah,
or
dude.
Parks posted?
So I've seen this video before,
Uh-huh.
and
Be quick. I need to make this quick and I need to be quiet.
Dude, first off, make it quick and it's a 9-minute video? Bro!
yeah.
Hey, I need to...
I need to document this.
So
I'm gonna shit my pants.
I mean, I think I don't know. There's not enough context to it. I like the idea,
Dude,
of
it
the
looks
video.
sick.
If this were to be like a real situation that goes down,
Yeah.
right, and you're a police officer, the fact that somebody would be able to have the mental capacity to
Well, not a police officer, just he's a security guard. So
right, security guard.
Yeah.
The fact that, like, you know, something could come in, look at you, and you would just get up without grabbing your gun, you know, and just go with it. Like, is kind of crazy. Like, leave your purse, leave all your personal behindies.
Yeah.
Your behindies. all your personal things
leave
behind.
your behindies.
Take your behindy with you.
guys.
All right. Yeah, all your personal things behind.
Don't forget your behindies.
That's pretty crazy.
So I kind of want to just skip ahead for YouTube purposes. The guy walks in.
Right there.
Oh my god, that's so creepy.
In the
That
corner.
his voice. I kind of want to like keep it off.
The bodies at the floor.
So this
Let the
dude
bodies at the floor.
just shows up, and he's so tall. Like compared to the guy that walked out of the frame, this
Yeah.
dude's like fucking
Hell yeah.
7 feet tall. He looks, bald, and he just does this little hand movement.
So she's got her gun.
Just pulls out the fucking
In her hand.
pistol and puts it softly away. So people that are just listening to this, we're watching this video on our Facebook group, and it's a video of a supposed Men in Black encounter in it. This woman's at a law office. It's being narrated by a security guard, and it's just a weird encounter of a guy with a black suit walking in, doing some hand movements and basically controlling. It looks like it's controlling the mind of this receptionist. And she just at first seemed like really distraught, and then he did this hand movement, and she totally changed demeanor and walked out with the guy and left a pistol behind.
But what if he was like, "Hey, baby, want to go to the Cheesecake Factory?" And she was like, "Get away from me! I have my gun, you creep!" And he's like,
But I've got cheesecake.
"But we can go to the Cheesecake Factory in my Ferrari." And she was like, "Oh, a Ferrari! I love Ferraris." And he's like, "That's right, baby." And then so like she pulls the clip out and
Actually, it's a
and that's
Prius.
why she leaves her purse and everything behind.
Right, 'cause
because
she don't need no money no
She don't
more.
need no money.
Dang, she found herself a sugar daddy.
They going to the Cheesecake Factory in a Ferrari, dog.
Damn, you don't need no purse when you going to the
don't need no purse?
Cheesecake Factory.
That's right. Yeah. So that also is a possibility.
Yeah, definitely. These chairs are making so much noise, dude.
It's new. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm a little bit taller today.
Yeah, dude, you're sitting in a legit computer chair instead
I
of
wish I
a...
was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a pen.
Did you say a baller? Like,
No, a baller.
oh, baller, got it. Wish I was a baller.
Dude, Sonny, this shit cracked me up when I first saw it. Like,
This rainbow cloud thing?
yeah, but they drew the dragon at the bottom. He's like, that cloud looked like a dragon, so I drew a dragon. That also reminds me of another Adam Sandler reference, whatever. He's like, I've never seen a blue duck before, and so I made the duck blue. What? I've never seen this before, and I don't know what it is, and I'm not too sure what a chemtrail looks like. Has anyone ever seen one of these before? I took that picture over my house in Fresno, California. I have a Galaxy Note phone, and I can draw on the screen when I take a picture. So I drew the dragon head because I thought I seen one in the clouds. I don't know what this is. It looked really cool, and it was really pretty.
It looks,
what do you guys think?
It looks really pretty. It looks dope.
I mean, it looks awesome. Yeah, it is pretty cool.
I think Gary had a really good reply to it.
Yeah. I've personally never seen anything like that.
Me either.
But yeah, I mean, Gary's explanation makes
it's water
perfect
vapor.
sense.
It's like it's a rainbow in the sky.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah, I've never seen one personally. Yeah,
it's
but
just a big floating prism.
it looks dope though, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. And it is cool how like there's these clouds, and then there's just this, just
It seems pretty out of place.
it does. It's just like a line across the sky
Yeah,
for no reason.
yeah, interesting.
I think the dragon is a good touch though.
I think
The picture makes more sense with the dragon.
with the
in
dragon exactly.
it. You're like, oh, okay.
Like
now
until
this
I
makes
saw
sense.
the dragon, I didn't really know what I was looking at.
But I loved it. I love that, dude.
That's great. Did you read this one yet? I did not.
No, I missed this one, but I think it has something to do related to he had posted another thing about how people were trying to get the FOIA documents.
Oh
and they
yeah,
had
Freedom of
said,
Information Act.
Right,
and,
right.
And they were like, "Nah, we're good."
We don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
We sent it to somebody else. I don't know if that's what this specifically has to do with. There's probably more information in this. By the way, the Black Vault is a badass website.
Dope.
I love the Black Vault.
Hell yeah.
It's just a collection of government documents.
That's sick.
That's all it is.
So is it is it government related or
No,
it's
a guy who started a website. It's all FOIA requests and like old government documents that you would never think of, and he's got it.
Damn, that's
everything
sick.
from like military stuff to UFO crashes to like just weird conspiracy things that the government actually like took time to investigate. It's got everything.
Dang, that's awesome.
Absolutely everything. It's pretty. That guy is awesome.
Black Vault.
Yeah.
Dope, dude. Hello. Did you read this one?
I had it pulled up. It was a Gaia link.
Gaia.
I think.
Debunking AIM results marketing.
Right. The evidence no one is talking about. Maybe we're talking about it right now though.
Yeah, but they don't know that we're talking about it yet. All right, we'll read it later.
Yeah.
We'll read it later.
Too
We'll read it
late,
on the next
guys.
podcast. Sorry.
We're already talking about it. They didn't know that we knew that they knew
They knew that
we knew the stuff already.
and that we were gonna know the stuff. Right.
We're like smart. Hey,
We're
dude,
like
I've become a
fucking
visual
smart.
storyteller on the page.
Oh yeah, dude, you're so legit, bro.
Hell yeah.
Visual storyteller. Wow.
I like it. I like
Shit.
it. And that's where you can find the NSA documents of everything. It's the UFO index on the NSA.
Was it this one that you were gonna show me? This one?
That's the FBI document.
Oh my god.
Hey, dude. I mean, we got documents.
Hey, we got documents.
You know what I'm talking about?
1, 2, 3, too many to count.
You know what I'm talking about?
A lot of documents.
Dude, I mean, hey, and that's what people want, right? They're like, oh, where's the proof? Where's the documents? Dude, we got documents for days, all right?
Yeah, Dr. Scientist doesn't refer to an actual doctor. It's document. It's documenting.
Yeah.
Dr. Scientist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The documents.
Yeah, Dr. Mints. They're actual mints that make your breath smell like peanut
Mints.
butter.
Dude, what a cool idea. If you could somehow transfer everything in a document onto a mint, eat the mint, make your breath smell good, and then all
Now
the
you know stuff.
the document is like in your head now.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
That's sick.
I would like to relearn math and history.
Yeah.
That would be sick. I would take so many mints.
Dude, another good sphere video. I
Great
mean,
sphere video.
bro. I mean, there's a lot of balls.
Man, there's a lot of shiny balls.
There's a lot of balls in the sky. Dude, aliens like balls, dude.
Dude, aliens love balls.
They love balls.
Shiny.
Shiny.
Shiny ass balls. Look at this thing.
Dude, that's crazy.
Love this music too. This is fucking.
It was like we were flying over Zimbabwe at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But look at that, dude. That's sick.
That's sick. I'm gonna mute it. But
we can't contain ourselves for long enough if we don't mute it.
look at this thing just like morphing back and forth. You know what this reminds me of? I started watching. Oh dang it! The dude from MythBusters, Adam something.
The redhead or the
Yes,
mustache?
the redhead.
Guy? Redhead? Yeah.
Fuck, dude, I'm an idiot. I can't think of what the thing. Oh no! It was from Chris Ramsey, the magician. I follow a magician on YouTube. Anyway, he bought this little device that emits sound frequencies, and you can suspend little droplets of water in space, like that. It'll
Whoa, that's
there's
crazy.
like little tiny speakers up above and below, and then you got like a syringe and like dropped a little piece of droplet, and they got like a macro lens and zoomed in on it, and the water droplet looks awfully like that UFO.
That's cool.
Just kind of like spinning around in geometric shapes.
So using frequency.
So what does that tell you? That has something to do with the shape and what like visually that these ships are harnessing.
The frequency that the ship may be putting off
Yeah.
to, come to our level and
Right.
fly around the way it does.
Yeah.
By using frequency, because I mean that's what they do. Like with all the levitation stuff. Like you've seen the guy. He's got that lab where he turns on the speakers.
Yeah.
And he tunes them to different frequencies, and he's
Right.
like levitating bowling balls and shit.
Yes. Yeah. No,
dude.
that's been around for
yeah.
like a while,
A long
and,
time.
And I thought this was reminiscent, just the way that the sphere is kind of morphing in and out
That
geometrically.
UFO up in the corner is fake, by the way.
Oh, this one? I thought
Yeah.
that was the one we were looking at.
No.
I'm kidding. But yeah, dude, lots of balls, man. Lots of UFO
Yeah,
balls.
dude. Aliens and balls.
Bears.
Bears.
Bears. Lick my bears, cat.
Bears.
Cat! You will lick my bears! My bears are so dry and salty, Cal. You remember that episode where he makes a bet with Kyle and he loses? The guy
Yeah.
loses. And Carmen like dresses up in like a king's outfit with the crown and like a cape.
He goes to Kyle's house and he tells his parents, he's like, he lost a bet.
Yeah, he goes,
Lick my bears.
and then
His parents like, why aren't you licking his balls?
yeah. Like for some reason down the road stands like in this in a very dire situation. I think is it the Imagination Land when this happens? And he's like in this scientific room
Yes,
with all these
yes.
scientists around, and he's like trying to save the world, and Cartman fucking ruins it and like blasts in there, and he was like, "Nah, you cannot move forward until he licks my goddamn balls." And they're like, "He has a point. He won the thing."
He
And
won the bet.
He goes, "God, my balls are extra vinegary."
Oh, dude.
So bad.
Dude, Stan,
Cap,
no.
Captain.
Randy is like my favorite character.
Randy Marsh.
Yeah.
The dad.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that's publicly known as what's the fuck, dude, the musician's name, Lord. He's Lord.
Yeah, Lord.
Yeah.
I am Lord. Lord, yeah.
Yeah,
he's
so
always-
it's funny how that show has grown up with us. Like I started watching it when I was in 6th grade.
yeah.
And the star of the show has always been Cartman. And then at some point Randy started being the star of the show. As we're entering like our late 20s, early 30s.
Uh-huh.
Now he's kind of like, the people that grew up on South Park relate more to Randy than they do Cartman.
Yeah.
I still miss Cartman episodes though.
Yeah, I mean,
Like they
Randy's,
went all in on Randy.
he's just always getting into some kind of crazy shit. Like that's what I love about it.
I love it when he tries to be a chef. The cream fraiche episode, dude. He fucking tries so goddamn hard. It's so good.
All right.
So what about this Marilyn Monroe cover?
Dude, I mean,
So somebody said, "What's a conspiracy?" I mean, you know a little bit about it.
yeah. So the Marilyn Monroe case, obviously she was, sleeping around with the Kennedys.
Like
Apparently she
plural.
apparently she had went to like an Air Force base, and apparently Kennedy had told her some stuff.
Yeah.
And whenever they told her that look, we can't hang out with you anymore. You got to get out of here. She was like, well, I'm going to tell everybody what I know. And
That's why she said she was going to start talking?
Yeah.
Because they were like, we can't hang out anymore.
Yeah, they were like, we can't do this anymore. And so she was like, well, I'm going to just tell everybody everything that I know.
Well, you've heard the tapped phone wire of somebody in the White House talking to somebody at the CIA saying that, hey, girl has been talking like pillow talk with our boy.
Yeah.
We got to do something about that.
Yeah, we can't have that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, dude. So basically, she knew some shit that she probably shouldn't have, and she was about to spill the beans because she got ghosted,
Yeah.
I guess.
And the fact that this would be a good Lorian question, but she did say that Kennedy being assassinated did have something to do with aliens in the UFO subject, right? I mean, I've heard stuff that he was gonna try and actually drop like the nuclear arms deal, and he was gonna try and do like a cooperative deal between all of the countries, and the the people who are really running shit were like, you're not gonna disarm our nukes. Like, you're not going to do that. These guys, even if you did that, these guys are still going to point nukes at us, and you want to be friends with them? I don't think so. But that was, like, kind of a deal that he wanted to make.
Yeah.
And so they were like, no, we're not having... Because he knew of the alien threat or the UFO threat at the time. And so he was like, look, we need to figure this out, but we can't figure this out if we're all fighting each other. So I tell you what, I'll put my guns down, you put your guns down. And then the CIA was like, do you think you are?
Yeah.
They were like, no. And so they were like, we gotta take him out.
I think it has something to do with it has to do with the technology that these interdimensional or extraplanetary beings have, that they get here so fast. It's the technology. It comes down to that. And when you replace the oil with a new technology that's free,
yeah,
that's a bad thing for all the people in power.
Yeah,
everywhere,
absolutely,
right? So
absolutely.
So if JFK was like, "Hey, people, we've got like free energy, and we're just not letting you have it because we want to profit off of you. We want to put that meter on you, every single household."
Yeah.
Like the people that are making money in the meantime, I mean, in our small little window of history, they're not going to have that. They want to live like kings and queens.
Right.
So
yeah.
they wanted to shut it down. Like, no, dude.
Yeah.
We want our.
It's all about power and control, and the money.
I think it always comes down to economy and the rich. That sounds like,
once you get to a certain point, though, it's like it doesn't really matter how much money you have. It just it puts you in a status of like these super elite, powerful people.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, he can't tell me what to do because he's only got $80 billion.
Yeah, what point
we have $130 billion, and neither one of those people will ever go broke ever for like the next 20 generations of like their family history. But it's just the fact that like, oh, so this person has $250 billion. What is a 130 billionaire dollar guy telling me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that whole like you gonna talk to the guy in the $5,000 suit that way?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that.
So I love that. Like that does have to do with like power and status and really I think it comes down to influence, and that's why our cultural switch from, you have to have money to have influence, because people won't do stuff that they don't want to do unless they're getting paid, or they won't be directed to make decisions in a specific way unless they're being influenced by somebody they think it's their decision that they're making.
Right.
So like these social media influencers, that's why it's such a phenomenon right now, and people are trying to like cash grab and do ads and stuff, which, hey, fine, like that's cool, I'm not against that, but it's a totally different avenue of influences than it was, like the actors and actresses have been more powerful than most of the people in oil industries, with what they say. So what the people in oil industries say, hey, we don't want the public to think that oil's bad. So they have so-and-so actor back in the 50s say, oil's not bad. See, cigarettes are not bad. See,
Yeah.
you know, like that's
Yeah,
that's what
exactly.
it comes down to.
Exactly. Yeah, man. I mean, it's one big joke. That's all it is, you know. But you know, in that documentary that we're gonna discuss, there was a good point that was made that was like, you know, like, well, introducing this new technology could completely ruin, you know, like, you know, the fossil fuel industry and blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
it's like, okay, well, that's like saying, well, then don't make the car because it's gonna put the horse and buggy industry
Right.
out of business.
That's a good point.
Or don't invent the computer because all typewriters are gonna go obsolete.
Right,
You know, it's kind of
It's a great point.
It's kind of the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so we're just not gonna do something because it might cut into somebody else's paycheck.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when it comes to the energy sector of things, you got people who are running nations who have their hands in it. So it's easier for them to control, right?
Yeah.
And that's where the issue is. You know, like, I mean, like, I don't know, maybe somebody who was really powerful, you know, had the horse and buggy industry, right?
Yeah.
Until Ford came out.
Well, how many
with
horsepower do you think he
the
had?
car. One. 1 horsepower. And then Ford was like, I can make a car with 4. And you don't have to clean up poop.
Sounds like a deal to me.
Somebody was like, damn, 4 horses?
yeah, but no poo-poo.
And no poop? What? They're like, dude, I can just put water in this thing and instead of having to buy hay.
Yeah.
And also water, you know?
Also, the electric car was invented right before
It
the
was invented before. Yeah, he made an electric
before the
car.
combustible engine, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Which is pretty sick.
yeah.
I
It's
don't
like,
know.
all
Pretty
right.
cool.
And then oil, right? And then gasoline.
We're just we're living off of dinosaur soup
Okay,
and plant soup.
I have a question. Okay, so
Yes.
if
Oh.
if oil, right, is basically dead plants and animals that have decayed underground for, you know, hundreds of thousands of years, and that's what creates oil, right? Why is there only oil in certain places? Did dead animals and plants only exist in certain places? Like,
a
there's plants and there's plants and animals everywhere. Why isn't there an endless amount of oil everywhere if that's the case?
Also, why is there so much oil in Antarctica if there wasn't any life there ever?
Exactly, right? Yeah, dude. So, like, I was
Why
thinking,
is all the oil in Antarctica underneath the pyramids?
I was thinking about, if anybody knows that answer, please let me know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I could just be dumb. Maybe like
We're done for sure.
Maybe
yeah.
like
That's it.
underground. There's like, it's like slanted, right? And it all funnels into this one area that holds the oil. Or I mean, I don't get it personally because
don't either.
I mean, you know, your screensaver is desert, right?
Yeah, sand.
So if there was no oil there, I would understand. But the most oil, like anywhere on the planet, is in the desert.
It is, yeah.
Like, wait a second. Is this kind of a conspiracy that was put on by like the oil industry where there actually is an endless abundance amount of oil and they said, look, there's only a little bit. We got to keep it in reserves and so they can control the price of oil, kind of like they did with the diamond. Right? There's just a shitload of diamonds, but they bought it all up.
Yep,
and
there's
then
a lot of diamonds, dude.
yeah, they're like, this isn't a precious stone; it's everywhere, right?
I don't know about that, but this kind of leads into some stuff I took notes about from a question, and this kind of leads into like, yeah, certain places on the Earth used to be very different.
Yeah,
It kind of goes back to Robert Schoch's research into the Sphinx and how there's water erosion and not wind erosion because the climate, it's like the Sphinx is so much older than we think it is because obviously it was eroded by water, so that means that there had been a lot of water back in the day, so that means the last time there was that much water was at least 10,000 years ago. So even up to 10,000 to 13,000, which was like in the middle of the Younger Dryas period, the Earth was very, very different. There was a lot more ice. collected at the North Pole and the
Right.
South Pole. So there was a lot less water in the ocean. So sea level was lower. So civilizations, that's why you find all these underwater pyramids and all these underwater monoliths like the Bimini Road and things like that.
Yep.
I mean,
Trade routes
yes.
and
So that's why, like, just things aren't always going to be like the desert. The Saharan desert wasn't always the Saharan desert.
Yeah, dude.
So the reason that why there's oil is because there was a shit ton of fucking dinosaurs back in the day. Like, you know?
So did the sea level rise because all the Egyptians were like driving their cars and shit?
That's exactly. You've seen the. It's like there's a Ford logo.
Because everybody had trucks back then.
Best in Egypt. Dude, for all we know, there's been combustible engines a million years ago, and we just forgot about it.
Yeah.
You know, we've always been using oil because it's very easy, and it's like, oh, you just set it on fire. Woo, that's a cool thing. And then you just don't look past it because it's like right in front of your face.
Yeah.
And then like this other power source, which just takes a lot of math and like beyond our capability of understanding to figure out that like we're gonna get to that point eventually. But yeah, you got to start out oil, you got to start out steam, you got to start out oil, and then once people start getting smart, I feel like we're in that transition where we're getting smarter.
We're making a switch. I mean, they're about to come out with an electric Hummer.
Did you say Hummer?
Hummer.
I'm sorry, dude. I thought you heard electric Hummer.
I don't know what that is, but I want one.
That's what it sounds like.
I want one.
So they're really coming out with an electric Hummer?
Yeah.
That's fucking sick. They must have seen the Tesla
Guess how-
truck, dude.
Guess how many horses that sumbitch got?
Why don't you tell me?
1,000.
Holy shit, that's a lot of horses.
That is a lot of horses.
They're like invisible. They're like just tiny little horses in there.
Teeny little horses. Yeah, dude.
That's sick.
Yeah. I don't know.
I just went off on a huge tangent.
How did we get there?
I don't know. We were talking about Marilyn Monroe. She looked fine.
You're fine. You're so fine. Hey, girl.
Oh, well, that's literally the next comment. So that was perfect timing.
Fine.
So, Joshua, you had a question. So this is your comment.
Oh, yeah.
With pole shift, could that be the reason why there are pyramids under Antarctica? And that is also why things are flash frozen, like the woolly mammoth, and a few other things that they've found from that era are prehistoric age. Okay, I was wondering if maybe you could talk a little bit about that because I would like to learn a little bit more. So, talked about a little bit of the Younger Dryas period, and that's all like research from Grant Hancock.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like that's definitely like from the Joe. I heard from him from the Joe Rogan podcast. I'll post a link too. But yeah, like they're basically all my research that I did, not from the Joe Rogan podcast, is that.
Right.
So I started looking at the magnetic shifts. Right, I started there. Like, okay, what's the connection between magnetic shifts and like the lowering of sea levels and why there's pyramids underwater. So how do you connect that? So I started at like the pole stuff. And so what I found is like there's basically two North Poles. There's one that's geographic.
There's
like,
one in the north and there's one on the south.
yeah, but
They're both called the North Pole.
yeah. That one there, that's the north one. What about this one? Yeah, that's the north one.
Well, if you're living in China or Australia, China, it's north.
Dude, have you like noticed that like the accent sometimes like when an A is an ER, China, or AY is a EE, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, I was in China. Well, shit. The coronavirus is from China.
Or completely mispronounced altogether. Like homosexual. Or moose lambs.
Did you call my son a homosexual? I said he was gay.
Okay. Pole shifts.
Okay, so there's two North Poles. One is like human geographical, we know where it is, but The other one's a magnetic one, like that's actual true north, and it's been shifting forever. Like over the last 150 years, the pole's moved over 600 miles. In the last few years, though, it's been moving northwest at the rate of speed like 25 miles a year. So it's speeding up. So what happens when a pole shift, and this has happened in the past, it hasn't happened in about 300,000 years, but when it does happen, there's this chaotic, and this is all like recorded in ice cores and stuff. That's how like scientists know, and the geology and all that stuff. I don't know. I'm not a geologist. I'm just a doctor scientist.
We're just doctor scientists.
But when that happens, it's like basically our deflector shield goes down. Like when that happens, there's not like just one pole. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So all of our compasses won't work when it happens, and it inevitably will. Our defenses will go down because our magnetic poles are going to be like shared.
Satellites won't know what's going on. Yeah.
But also like the protection that our magnetic field gives us from cosmic rays is going to go like really weak. It's going to be as concentrated. So we're all going to get a huge sunburn and possibly die of radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
And all of our, like people talk about solar flares all the time. It's basically a big solar flare if you're not protected by the magnetic.
And birds are going to fly north for the winter?
Yeah,
What a bunch of dummies.
Dude, basically, dude. Idiots. You dumb, stupid idiots. But anyway, yeah, like, yeah, so I guess I went through all that. Yeah, animals go crazy. So I guess I already said what I think what would happen is if the magnetic poles were to shift, that necessarily doesn't have to coincide with a cataclysm, but it could be like the start of a cataclysm. Because if you're letting a lot of radiation, there's probably going to be a lot of heat, so it's probably going to melt a lot of the ice caps, and there's going to be more water in the ocean, therefore like rise in sea level. So all of our cities on the coast, I mean, if our ice caps melt all together, like, dude, we're going to be sitting on the coast right here in Austin, Texas, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm glad you did the research on this because I know you've heard me go on this rant before on how, like, I think pole shifts have a lot more to do with this whole climate change thing than kind of the more politicized stuff that people are going after right now.
Right.
It's just that with the more politicized stuff, you can actually make it seem like you can make a change, right? It seems like there's something
like
you can do about it.
You can do anything about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But a pole shift, you can't. So if that is the case, we're not going to tell the public because there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like we don't want to create chaos, right? Yeah. It's almost like they're trying to protect you, right?
Well, it's almost like that frame of mind. If you tell somebody they're going to die in 2 weeks, what would you do? You'd probably do some, very off stuff. Maybe not like
go skydiving.
Yeah, that.
Be really motivated. Hit the gym.
Well,
I'd be a very productive person.
If you have the means to do that, but what about people living on the streets?
Even if I didn't have the means to do it, I would go there and they'd be like, "Sir, that's $300," and I'd be like,
"I'm dying in 2 weeks."
Come on, we're all dead in 2 weeks.
Come on,
come on,
come on.
Come on.
24-hour fitness would be like, okay, just fucking come
on.
I'm trying to work out my nipples. What? I've got 2 weeks. Let me in.
Let me do it. Yeah, dude. Yes. The magnetic north or the north has been moving way faster lately.
Yeah. So all this, if you want to look up Randall Carlson and Graham Hancock's their research, it's really interesting. They give numbers between 10,000 and 12,000 years ago, and that's like what they've dated Göbekli Tepe to be. That's the age. So somewhere around that time and period, it was right after the major ice age, and then it warmed up a lot, and then holy shit, there's this comet, or maybe this backwards. It was warm, and then it got really, really cold, and there was woolly mammoths everywhere.
Right.
And then there's this big cataclysmic event, which they think, Randall Carlson and Graham Hancock think that a comet or an asteroid hit somewhere in North America, which like melted all the northern ice caps, which caused a huge flood, and that goes along with like Noah's flood. Like, so anyway, all that
because
to say,
they predict like that humans were actually living on North America up to 130,000 years ago.
and there's evidence like Serpent Mound, which is like this huge. Like look it up, Serpent Mound. Like it's dope. I'm actually gonna look since we
and the
have
fact that
means
there
to do
was
that.
like massive stones that were the size of like tankers that are all the way down into like Utah that came from Alaska.
right.
There's massive stones that moved all the way down here, and you can see the effects on it on the surface of the planet because it's kind of like when you look down at the ocean and it leaves the ripples on the bottom of the ocean when the tides go out. It's the same thing across in the entire North American, like like everywhere from like New Mexico all the way up into Canada. You can see these giant ripples across the land.
So what did you say it was from? An impact?
No, it was. There used to be huge glaciers that came all the way down here, and something happened that they receded and melted, super fast.
Got it.
And so, but they know that this huge glacier event took place because it moved like mountains down here.
Well, some say that that's how the Grand Canyon was carved.
Right.
And it wasn't carved out over millions of years. It happened within a couple, maybe 100 years or 50 years.
Yeah.
Same thing. It was like a glacier, and then all this. Just imagine how sharp ice is and how hard it can be and how heavy. Dude, it could chip away at some rocks, bro. Like,
Totally.
yeah. So,
It's a lot of sandstone out there.
A lot of sand.
I don't know why I did that.
It's sandy.
You know what's the worst is having sand in your pants.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
Dude,
that's the worst fucking feeling I've ever.
Not a fan of the beach, bro. Like, I'm just not.
Dude, you can't get wet and then just relax. You have to be like, oh, fuck, where's the towel?
Yeah.
Because the moment you put your finger down, boop, oh, well, shit, my whole face. Oh, it got on my face.
Sand everywhere. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, that's the beach.
Ugh.
I think that's... Oh, so just a list of underwater pyramids and monoliths. Yonoguni Monument in Japan. I think I pulled it up right here. Oh, that was some visuals for the magnetic of the Earth. Here's that magnetic pole moving.
Yep.
Okay, Bimini Road. Dude, look at this. Okay, so these huge stones.
Who's that
John-
lady?
What?
It's supposed to be like, who's that lady? Sexy lady.
Sexy lady.
Ooh, a lady.
I wish I would have caught that. That would have been dope. Fuck.
It's the ladies' man. How's it going tonight?
Hello.
Have you tried doing it in the butt?
I love that thing. He showed me like he's trying to get his tape out there.
Yeah.
He showed it to an agent.
That booty look like 2 Christmas hams.
Dude, now we could do the videos. We should watch it.
Oh, dude. The ladies' man is like one of my favorite like SNL skits. I'm so glad it got made into a movie. I don't know.
Wait, should I type in that? Ladies man what?
Ladies' man
Asian scene?
mixed sales tape.
Sales tape?
Probably.
Oh, yeah, this must be it.
Yeah.
QE. We play all the biggest names in soft rock and light jazz, folks like Enya, Yanni, Tesh. I don't know if you've heard of a little lady goes by the name of Miss Celine Dion.
Hey.
No, who is that?
Well, I have to say, I've heard of you, but I'm not too familiar with your show. I don't stay up that late anymore.
yeah.
Do you have a tape I could listen to?
Oh, I'm afraid we don't have
Yeah, actually we do. It should give you a
says
good
no.
idea of what we can bring to your station.
Okay. Let's see what we've got here.
You know, clinically speaking, doing it doggy style has its
Immediately stops. Right through it. Yeah.
Sounds like the answer for you is doing it doggy style.
I just speak through. Same stuff.
She laughs.
Excuse me. Anyways, doggy style.
You can speak right through that.
Yeah, see, you was kicked in the scrotum. or as they say in the medical profession, the ball sack.
You can skip through that part.
Well, you know, the scientific name is the Hershey Highway.
I love this, dude.
Dude,
Oh,
that's amazing.
one of the best DVDs I've ever bought. Money well spent, that's for sure.
So anyway,
I bought a house, I bought a car. Doesn't compare to the Ladies Man DVD. That's for sure. That's for
prized
sure.
possession. But yeah, dude.
I mean, those pictures are dope.
Bimini Road. Look it up. It's sick. Look at this thing.
Hibbity Bimini Road.
You telling me that that's not man-made? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Ah, dude, Mylar balloons.
Yeah, dude. Fucking stank gas. What is it? Swamp gas.
Steak.
The other example of underwater monoliths is at the Azores Islands near Portugal. This is at a depth of 40 meters. And they just have radar evidence of this. This is like an artist mock-up. That's not real, by the way. If you're looking at it while you're listening, but that is.
They should like
that's something.
go down there and take a picture of it.
Nah. But dude, this is a fucking pyramid. That is a Yonaguni underwater pyramid in Japan, 18 feet deep.
That's where sushi came from.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's a sushi restaurant.
I mean, it might as well be.
It should be. That picture is cool.
Which
The
one?
monument in Japan.
This one?
That one down, that right there. It's the same pyramid.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I like those little designs that are on it. That's cool.
Yep.
That's sick. Yeah, bro.
Dude, yeah.
Isn't that weird?
That's so cool.
Yeah, so climate change. That's what happens to pyramids. That's why things are underwater.
I guess so.
Yeah. Those are just three legit ones. I looked up there's a lot of them out there, but I looked up Snopes and there's a lot of debunked stuff, so I didn't want to like spread.
I like how it's underwater, but they labeled a triangular pool. Like, is it just a pool now, or like I don't think so.
Everything's a pool. It's
Everything is a
underwater.
pool. The gate is a pool. The main
Wait,
terrace is
that
a
one
pool.
says turtles on it.
Turtles. Oh, that's awesome.
That's amazing. Okay. Oh, dude, what did you think about the Shrek?
Dude, it was hilarious.
That made me smile. Oh, and then Gary's praying
Dude.
mantis.
Gary.
So he
coming
posted
through.
this one. Was like, just listen to the podcast about mantis, and reminded me of this little guy I ran 2 years ago. And then you said, "Yeah, what if he had a top hat and some fake lips?" I love how it's like, sup dudes,
Sup, dudes.
sup dudes.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious.
That's
Bro,
amazing.
I laughed so hard when I saw that.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Let's see. We got some comments here. Ryan Graves described and identified. Maybe. Oh yeah. So Darren's like, looks like a square inside of a sphere. Isn't that what Ryan Graves described in unidentified?
Yeah, it said when it
Fucking possibly.
got close to it,
Yeah.
there was like a little square inside.
Yeah, he said it was just
supposedly.
a cube with a fucking. Well, didn't he say it was a cube with a circle inside, or was it a circle with a
No,
cube
it was a
inside?
circle with a cube inside.
Okay, got it.
It was a circle
like
with
a-
a Mark Cuban inside.
I was gonna say a sandwich, or. Oh my god, dude. I'm retarded. All right. Well, shit, dude. That's all for Facebook. Do we want to...
That was good.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it's like been over an hour for sure. we could stop it here and
was
just be
good
just
stuff.
fine. Yeah. I want to. I want to talk more about like our ideas that we had earlier,
Yeah?
like-
But what if somebody steals them?
dude. Well, maybe we shouldn't talk about them.
Oh, we shouldn't.
The nanobot movie is gonna be so epic if we do it though. We gotta like hire some legit voice actors. No, like straight up actors, but they're not even on camera. Like they're so small that all you see is the background.
Oh, dude.
Okay, let's not
Ev.
not share with it. But we should definitely bring the Slinky hat. We should make Slinky hats and bring them to
Totally.
UFOCon.
Totally.
Okay, I need to go pee, dude. Like bad. I'm gonna go pee. Do you want to talk about sponsors?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
I could do that. Yeah, guys. So don't forget to go check out Phoenix Shaving. Doug over there at Phoenix. He's got great stuff, man. So if you want that smooth baby butt smooth shave, definitely check out what Doug has. And if you're worried about shaving and you use conventional cartridges and things like that, and every time you shave you're getting razor bumps and like scabs, or you cut yourself, maybe this is what you want to check out, because they're doing it right over there at Phoenix Shaving. And if you have any questions, you can check out phoenixshaving.com. You can check out Doug Smythe on YouTube. He's got all these awesome shaving tutorials, and like what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, different products that you should be using on your face to keep your face looking great, healthy, young, so youthful. You know what I'm saying? They got it all. And not to discriminate against you bearded folks, me included, they've got great beard care products as well. I use the Beard Cube. It's a shampoo and a conditioner all in one. And dude, I mean, at the last UFO Congress, I bought a cube. That was September. So yeah, October, November, December, January. We're going into February, like tomorrow, or no, wait, the day after tomorrow. I've still got like this much of the cube left. So, I mean, the thing's awesome. I get all my soaps from there. I've even gotten the deodorants from there too. I mean, these guys have everything to make you smell good. Aftershaves, they got little car scents for your car. I mean, they're going to hook you up. So go check out Phoenix Shaving and Doug over there, and see if they can get you hooked up. Don't forget to go to the website, and you can click on the link, and I think it's 10% off, right? If you click on the link, or there's like a promo code, or it directs you with our link. Yeah. Also, go check out Abduction 51. Those guys are still doing it, still kicking it. They still got the cool threads. If you're into alien gear, they got it, all right? So
they got some good shirts.
Yeah, dude, I love their shirts. I'm actually gonna order some more stuff, I think, before the conference. Yeah, Phoenix Shaving. Here we go, right here. I love having this this up on the screen now. So now you guys can see it all.
And
then Abduction 51. Let's see here.
Yeah, for the audio, it's not going to be as compelling, but for YouTube, it's definitely like there's more visuals.
They're making changes.
Making changes. Okay, well, maybe
what
next time.
Were you trying to call me a liar?
Hey, man.
Trying to call me a liar?
What the hell, man?
Well, eventually go to Abduction 51, and they'll have, that's probably a good thing, because when the site comes back up, I wonder if this is going to be like a bunch of new stuff on there.
I bet there is. I think I saw somewhere on Instagram that they were like, we got a bunch of new t-shirts, and we're like fixing the site. And I'm just now remembering that happened.
And also,
remembering it.
If you don't have time to go to all these websites, but you do want to choose one, I definitely have to recommend going to UFOGaragePC.com, right? Because we're also going to hook you up with t-shirts and hats and hoodies and beanies and socks and all kinds of stuff. And it helps out the show. I forgot about that shirt.
Oh, dude.
It helps out the show, and it helps keep the podcast going.
Hell yeah,
all right,
man.
So we definitely appreciate all the support. Oh, also, while we're at it, dude, hey, guys, thank you so much for the GoFundMe.
Yes!
We are kicking ass on that thing. We've got a little bit of time left, and I think we're like $200 away from our goal. So if you guys are listening, anything helps. We're not asking for huge donations, but if you could pitch in $1, $5, whatever you want to, it's definitely going to help us out, man. And everybody who has donated, thank you very much.
Yes,
I
thank
can't
you
tell you
guys
how much
so
we
much.
appreciate that.
Seriously.
That's super cool. I mean, we didn't even think we were going to get that much.
Yeah.
We didn't think people cared about us that
No.
much, but looks like we were wrong.
Hey,
thank you guys.
people like us. That's fun.
Hey.
Well, I'm not gonna find the. This is gonna take a while.
What is it?
I was gonna try to find the GoFundMe, but I can't find it.
Oh, it's a little bit further down. It's not that far away. Keep it going. Keep on swimming. Keep
Dang,
on.
oh,
there
there
it
we
is.
go.
There she blows.
Dope.
Sweet, dude. Sweet.
We're almost at $300, dude. And we're asking for $500 just for the banner and maybe some shirts and some stickers. Dude, yeah. Thank you guys so much for donating. This is awesome.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
So dope.
I may have to donate $10 just so we can get to the.
I know. I was thinking about that too. Okay, cool, man. Okay, so dude, what's next? Do you want to check out? Oh, you want to watch this first?
Yeah, let's watch this.
All right.
Quick history lesson. If you didn't know, the big John F. Kennedy speech was done at the University of Rice here in Texas. The funny story about it is that when Rice plays Texas, they never win, right?
Rice never wins.
Rice never wins.
Oh,
but
Bubba.
it's hilarious to me in this speech because he's talking about all the hard things. You know, why do we want to do this? Why do we choose to, explore the world? Why do we choose to climb the highest mountain? Why does Rice play Texas?
I didn't know that's what the premise of the speech was.
And as soon as he says that, then he relates it to like going to the moon, and it's like, I don't know if that's a good comparison, dude, because that kind of means that
they have a better chance of making it to the moon than beating UT Texas.
Or that going to the moon is a bad idea because we might not be able to do it. We're just doing it because it's hard.
Oh my god!
But in all respects, Rice used to be a great football program.
It's a great school. Just I don't know anything about fucking sports. Anyway.
Lots of scientists, dude.
Yeah,
lots of scientists.
How many doctor scientists do you think there are?
Maybe like one or two. But I know like engineers and like people who have been to space, like. Rice.
Damn, dude.
There's a lot of smart people there.
Hell yeah.
A lot of smart people.
That's awesome.
So they don't need to play good football.
No. They don't need it.
They're running the world.
They're making a lot of changes.
Changes.
I choose this as our goal.
Changes.
And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain?
We need to watch the whole thing or
35 years
skip.
ago, fly the Atlantic. Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills.
And he talks about it being hot as shit.
Is one that we're willing to miles per hour, causing heat about 25,000 miles per hour, re-entering the atmosphere at speeds of over 25,000 miles per hour, causing heat about half that on the temperature of the sun, almost as hot as it is here today.
And my balls are sweating like...
Do all this and do it right, and do it first.
Just for my shiny balls.
This decade is out, and we must be bold.
That's awesome. Yeah. It's a good little speech.
Yeah, that's dope.
But man, he was in there cracking jokes.
Dude,
Just cracking jokes.
I like that guy, man.
Yeah.
I'd vote for him.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Better than anything we have today. That's for damn sure.
You know, Mayor Bloomberg is running for president. The mayor of New York. Was it he the mayor of New York for a while?
Uh-huh.
Do you know him? A terrible accent. All right. I'm going to stop that.
Can't sway me. That's all I'm going to say.
So, I don't want to talk about politics. Yeah,
Yep.
We'll leave it there. Okay, so I had this idea. I said, Joe, we should watch Unacknowledged because, well, I mean, obviously, dude, it's the most prolific movie documentary that's come out in a really long time. That's really well produced. It doesn't look like it's straight out of the fucking 60s. It's not boring. The pacing is well done.
Yeah,
the audio is consistent and good.
Yeah, it's a good documentary.
It's well put together, edited, and as far as structure, there's not a whole, but they do it in they do separate it into acts, like Act 1 through 3. But there's just so much, you know?
Yeah, dude.
So I figure maybe we just watch it and we could skip around and just kind of break it down, because there's number one, there's so much footage in this documentary that I've never seen before.
Really cool footage.
Really cool footage. So, and I don't know where they are in the...
Before we get started on this, right, we understand Stephen Greer is a highly, what's the word I'm looking for?
Provocative? No. It's provocative. The people like it.
People like
Controversial.
Controversial. Thank you. I understand he's really controversial in the UFO field. You know, I don't know the guy. Never met the guy. We're going just kind of based off of some of this stuff. And you know, even not coming out of Stephen Greer's mouth, a lot of this stuff I have heard, you know, just kind of circulating through the people that we've talked to and just, you know, just kind of all over the place. So we're not really endorsing Stephen Greer himself or whatever, but I mean, you know, you got a lot of you know, documents in this documentary, a lot of people in this documentary. Some of them that are even going to be at the conference, dude.
Yeah.
There's going to be quite a few of them in this documentary that are going to be at the conference. So I'm excited about that. Like I said, I never met Stephen Greer. I think the whole thing is though, right? Is they just kind of say like, you know, he's conning people out of their money, or like he's
like
just
in it for the money, or
he's
something.
just all up in it for the money. And
like, I've seen some of his lectures, and I don't know the guy. I've never met him, but it does kind of come off like it's all about me. Like, I don't know,
me, baby, me.
But like, dude, nice Jack Black reference, dude. But I don't know. I feel like if you're at this, he's done so much for the ufology field, though. Like, maybe he does deserve that amount of he's just focused on some weird, I guess, conflicting things, like personality wise. But why the fuck does that matter if he's got some quirks? That doesn't matter to me. The fact is that he's done so much shit for this community.
I understand that this stuff costs money, right? It's not cheap to do this, you know, and especially if you are doing it full time. Like, I don't know, like maybe he has this like chosen one complex, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like some people might see it that way, and some people do kind of like very eerily like kind of like worship this dude.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Well,
like
he's a celebrity in our small community.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's a little off-putting to me.
Yeah,
that people are like, oh my god, Stephen Greer, right?
Right. Yeah.
But you know, like, I understand, right? So I mean, we're doing a fundraiser, right? To go, you know, to UFO Con, you know, like we sell T-shirts and things like that to help keep what we're doing going.
Yeah,
I understand that he's on kind of a larger scale. It probably takes a whole lot more money to do that, so he has to charge for things. I you know, I understand that.
I get that. I mean, we do the same thing. We try to sell T-shirts and stuff.
But you know, like kind of what we were talking about earlier about, like, you know, going on a podcast, and he's like, well,
so yeah, that's a good point.
How much are you gonna pay me?
Yeah,
and I need to know questions beforehand. And it's like, well, I mean, no, dude. Like, I don't know. I get the dickish vibe.
Yeah,
you know, I get the dickish vibe.
So certain people have said like he's kind of a dick.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And that girl that was at the Congress, right? She was like, I took a picture with Stephen Greer, and like she was so proud of that because
he doesn't take pictures.
Because he doesn't take pictures with anybody, right?
And there's that like halo effect, right? Where like we idolize these people, like
right. So I think as long as we understand that there's no idolization going on here whatsoever.
Yeah,
I think the documentary is pretty cool.
I think it's
man. I think it's interesting.
The fact that you can get all these people in one film and all this like this footage, dude. I haven't seen most of the stuff that's in this video or in this movie.
Right.
It's great. I think it's great.
I did see something that kind of threw me off a little bit.
Oh shit! What does that mean?
Remember the commercial? The space commercial?
Yes. So that was for Independence Day. We've talked about this on the podcast, and it's featured in this.
It's in this documentary.
So
as like it's real.
Yeah. So I get why you're saying that.
That was one thing that I caught, that it was like, ooh,
right. So the difference is like with our platform, when we talk, because we did talk about that commercial, like it was oh shit, it's proof. But then we retracted that in the like the next episode. Like, hey, we did our research and it's wrong. The thing that Stephen Greer can't do now is at the time maybe he thought it was legit, and they can't like go back and say, hey guys, sorry about that. So I get that, but at the same time, it does kind of irk me if you're going to put something in stone on a documentary. Check your facts, dude. Like, right. All it takes is a Google. Like, was this in Independence Day? Then, like, very easily.
Also, that's kind of another interesting point. Is that like I know, like, I mean, there's a few people that are like into ufology, right? That are like, I don't watch space movies. I don't watch alien movies, right? So, you know, like,
really, that's the best part. It's so fun.
Like, yeah, but they're real standoffish about it. Like, it just doesn't interest me, right? But it's like, well, maybe if you did watch some sci-fi movies, you would have caught the fact that was an Independence Day. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of like, I don't know, it's almost like for some people, it, like, they think it like helps their credibility. Like, oh yeah, I do all this research and I have all this information, but I don't watch, you know, sci-fi movies. Like, I don't know, like, that's silly.
Yeah.
Like, watch a fucking sci-fi movie, man. Come on, because you wouldn't make mistakes like this.
Yeah, seriously. I mean,
yeah. Oh, to each their own. Hey, we're not talking shit about anybody. Just, you know, we're just, this is a podcast and you're supposed to talk, so that's what we're doing.
We're just talking, right? Talking out our butts. We're just two guys with slinky hats.
Yeah,
we're Dr. Scientists. We don't know shit.
We are the UFO Garage Podcast.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you want to watch a little bit of it? So we can skip around. We don't have to watch like the whole thing like in a row.
I mean, this here is Richard Doty, right?
Hey, who's that?
He was a special agent. It was assigned to the office OSI, Office of Special Intelligence.
Oh, that's what's
at Kirtland Air Force Base.
Dope.
Yeah, he was on a project that was about like finding UFOs and like researching alien visitation to the planet.
Whoa. So he knows something.
He knows something.
I remember at one point he was like, oh, sorry. Yeah, you hit on,
I can't really talk
I can't talk about that.
Yeah.
Which, like, yeah, we'll get to it, hopefully.
And then Greer in the background was like, well, when I was briefing the head of Central Intelligence, that's what the whole discussion was about. He was like, yeah, I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean... All right, let's see what he has to say. Oh no.
Controls, and they'd have this headset on, and this headset.
So this is a really interesting part.
Occupied by 3 bodies of human shape, but only 3 feet tall. It's become the #1 document.
What?
Viewed
Oh, your charger?
on my website after we released this.
I need the charger.
The craft was more or less an over.
I'm gonna pause it because I don't know like what the rules and stuff are on all this stuff. But I would like to point out. Let me see here. Let me see her. Where'd it go? The document. I think there was a document right here.
So I've got it connected to the camera, so that's why I don't want it to die.
Oh, okay. They just showed that, let me see. Where is it at?
Officers say the missile, found sometime last week, has been inspected at Roswell, New Mexico, and sent to Wright Field, Ohio, for further inspection.
Roswell's almost become a joke because there's so much myth and narrative around it. But if you look at the Guy Patel document, he's a field agent.
Yeah, this document right here.
Hoover. 3 so-called flying saucers had been recovered in New Mexico. Each one was occupied by 3 bodies of human shape.
We found the document.
That's the one?
This is the one.
The one that you pulled up?
Uh-huh.
FBI?
Yep, FBI.
Oh, shit. Dude.
Yep, there it is. Did a little digging.
So what can we read from this?
Yeah, the investigation. There you go. The investigator for the Air Force stated that they're. Let me see. It's hard to read.
So-called flying saucers.
Yeah.
Have been recovered in New Mexico. They were described as being circular in shape with
raised centers.
Approximately 50 feet in diameter. Each one was occupied by 3 bodies of human shape, but only 3 feet tall. My eyes are getting so dry. Dressed in metallic cloth of a very
dressed in Metallica t-shirts.
And a very fine texture. There you go. That's the leotard thing again, man. Yeah. Each body was bandaged in a manner similar to the blackout suit used by speed flyers.
Yeah, there you go.
And the pilot and test pilots.
Yeah. So those compression suits that the pilots wear keeps them from blacking out.
Yeah. According to Mr. Blank informant, the saucers were found in New Mexico due to the fact that the government has a very high-powered radar set up in the area, and it is believed the radar interferes with the controlling mechanics of the saucer. So the radar interferes with the way that the saucers are flying in some way.
That's what they believe.
That's what they're saying.
Right. That's what they believe.
Yeah. So further evaluation was attempted by Blanky Blank concerning the above.
Yeah. The blackouts are always funny.
Is that just the one page?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Cool. All right. Sweet. Well, continue on.
Yeah.
Good find.
Yeah, because I was like, man, maybe some of these documents he's just fucking making up. But then I did some digging and I found it.
Yeah, so I mean,
there you go.
It looks like
there's one.
He does hold up a lot of papers. Like, I have the document right here.
Yeah,
and then he puts it away.
And then he kind of reads it. He leaves it in that Nella folder.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put it back. Yeah.
3 feet tall. It's become the #1 document viewed on the FBI website.
It's hard to find it.
So the craft was more or less an oval.
Here's Homeboy right here.
Yep.
It wasn't
Richard Doty.
saucer shaped.
Dude, can I say his mustache is fucking sick, by the way?
Yeah.
There were some problems.
Pro stash.
Bill Uhouse, dude. I just did some research on Bill Uhouse.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What'd you find?
He's like
his name is Bill?
He's a contactee.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Getting it on the flatbed to take it up to Area 51.
The interior.
He sounds like a contactee.
It didn't have any.
It's like a lot of them kind of like have lately, have this. Hey, like my good old boy, like, you know what I'm saying. I love it.
Actual levers or flight control systems that we would identify as a flight control system, but they eventually, I think, over some time, figured it out. And it was done all by hands. The creatures would put their
It's done all by N64 controllers.
hands on controls, and they'd have this headset on, and this headset would somehow control or help them control the aircraft.
And make popcorn.
They discussed the fact that there were bodies.
From the other room.
Extraterrestrial bodies, yes.
The creatures were about 4 foot. Some of the creatures were mangled.
But they could ball.
Injured, and their bodies were torn apart.
There were 4 aliens aboard that thing, and those aliens went to Los Alamos.
And
I'm sorry, I misspoke about Bill Uhouse. He's not a contactee. He's another dude that worked at Area 51. Around the same time that Bob Lazar had worked at Area 51.
Oh.
And he has photo evidence of... so what he worked on was the simulations that... so, like, if you're flying a jet, right? You want to fly in a simulation very similar to the jet you're going to fly. Well, he built simulations for those jets.
Oh, that's cool.
And they brought him in on this special project he wasn't allowed to talk about, and he built simulations for these alien reproduction vehicles.
Whoa.
So they actually built these simulations, but he also got to see the craft themselves. And he's got video.
Cool.
Yeah, he's got some video and some photos that look sick, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it could just be of the simulation that he was working on.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It looks really awesome.
We were told that the extraterrestrial went to Kirtland Field, Kirtland Air Force Base, and then on to Los Alamos.
2 pathologists said there wasn't anything.
Another dude like, hey man, I'll tell you what.
They're all like Hank Hill.
Wasn't anything in what schools.
They all now sell propane and propane accessories.
First I thought it was a child because it was small. Then I looked at this head and all.
Then I looked at his
dick.
dick.
The head was different, the arms were spindly, the body was gray.
But the creatures were approximately 4 foot. They didn't appear to have any ears.
They only had 2 orifices. They didn't have earlobes. They had 2 ear canals.
They had an indentation for the nose, very, very big eyes.
Big old balls.
The fingers had no thumbs, just four fingers. Suction devices on their tips of their fingers.
You know, the 4 fragile fingers and the long arm, real short joint.
almost looked like they were nude, but they actually had a very thin but tight-fitting suit on.
One was alive, partially alive at the time that this happened.
They died in I believe it was 1952. But the bodies of the extraterrestrials that were found at the scene.
What a bummer. They would have really enjoyed rock and roll, I think.
I know, man.
And sent to Wright Pat Field in Dayton, Ohio.
One of the briefing officers that was taking
Are they trying to hide this guy?
They're not doing a very good job.
So you got to turn the light off, you dummies.
In that Four Corners area.
I just saw it on the
Yeah, dude. I mean, like,
This is a good example right here.
After Roswell, there was a flurry of ET activity across the globe. Dr. Greer spent 8 years trying to persuade members of Congress and other high-level government
Hey, did you know that Stephen Greer is a doctor?
to disclose what was happening.
Is that why they call him Dr. Greer?
I think so.
That might have
So in
something to do with it.
2001, he formed the Disclosure
Oh, he's got a gun too. That fool is always strapped.
What you're about to see is first-hand witness testimony of events over the past 50 years. Many are telling their stories for the first time.
I would too. What?
This is
Carry
only
a
the
gun
tip.
on me all the
yeah.
time?
I mean,
If I'm doing stuff like this?
dude, for real, like people, you hear so many stories of like Men in Black or CIA shakedowns of people being beaten up, dude.
Greer trying not to get got.
Hell yeah, dude. I respect that, obviously. Buzz Aldrin, dude. But he's a lady killer, by the way, dude.
Yeah.
We should go boldly where man has not gone before. Fly by the comets, visit asteroids, visit the moon of Mars. There's a monolith there, a very unusual structure on this little potato-shaped
I've seen this
potato that goes around Mars once in 7 hours. When people find out about that, they're going to say, who put that there? Who put that there?
Dr. Greer has been around people with top
potato
secret clearance
aliens.
his whole
Potatoes.
life. His uncle helped to design the original lunar module that put the first men on the moon. In 1961,
So, I mean,
President-
that's fucking cool. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's dope. That he's been around that shit forever, and his family worked with NASA.
Right.
And, I mean, yeah, he's just a super important figure that's well connected, and I don't know.
Yeah, he's definitely got some connections. But now that you have it paused, is that an alien in the window?
Oh my god, dude! How dope would it be if it was a mantis with lips and a top hat?
That would be hilarious.
Hello, my honey.
Oh, great! It's just Becky. just Becky in the shot.
She's like taking her top off. She's like trying to distract.
This guy's got a cool story.
Yeah.
About how they shoot the missile in the air.
Oh, right.
And a UFO comes into frame and then hits all four sides of it with a beam and disarms the missile.
Yeah.
Flies out the way it came in. And the warhead tumbles out of space. Now when the lights came on, Major Mansman turned around and looked at me and said,
Have you seen his video with Bill Nye?
No.
Like the clip?
He said,
Dude, he punks the shit out of Bill Nye.
What? For
Yeah.
real?
I said,
Yeah.
How come he punks him? What does that mean?
Because he was telling his story, and then Bill Nye was like, "Well, let's think of some reasonable things that could have taken place." And he's like, "Oh, what are you gonna do? You gonna do an experiment with some baking soda?"
That was him?
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh my
He
god.
like tears into Bill, and Bill's like, "Well, if we're not gonna discuss this, like adults, then."
He's like, "Mom, dang it!"
And that's when he's like, I know what the hell I saw. You're not gonna sit here and tell me what I didn't see.
Right. Well,
You
good
know?
for him for sticking up for himself.
Yeah. He was like,
Just clowning on him.
He was like, "Did you used to be a janitor?" Like, bro, you
Did Bill Nye really used to be a janitor?
I think he did.
Damn, that's what's up.
Let's ask Facebook. I'm sure they'll fact check us.
Yeah, tell us, or fucking YouTube.
I'm gonna make a post.
It's funny.
Did you know Bill Nye was a janitor?
Oh yeah.
Let's see if
Maybe
Facebook
we'll get more
fact
comments
checks
than
me.
we usually do.
The explosion in
And I remember he thought for a moment, he said, well, obviously,
Yes, I have.
Yeah, bro. Also, a lot of these guys in this documentary,
132-ton ballistic device.
they look like they're getting ready to talk.
Dude,
if you know what I mean.
I like the way you said that because, yeah, dude, a lot of these people have been in these projects and then, sworn to secrecy, and they know that they're about to, on to the next level.
Yep.
And now they're coming out, and it's always been a thing. Everybody that's come out in the past 10 years has always been kind of an older dude.
Yeah. And, another thing about this is that a lot of the clips that they are using, other than like the UFO footage and stuff, I've seen most of these clips.
Yeah, it's a lot of stock. There's a lot of stock footage for sure.
There really is.
Like government, what do you call it? Oh, this is a good one.
I'm just gonna put this out there because I know it's coming up where they have Hillary Clinton on there and she's like, the new term is UAP.
Yes,
that's what they're using.
Which I kind of appreciate that. I mean, she did that. I don't know.
First of all, I hate the term UAP. Sorry. If you're a UAP person,
so shit.
If you're a UAP person, I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of it.
Well, I like UFO.
I do too.
I like UFO.
It's my thing. And it's also like, okay, so the government came up with this term called UFO, and then they were like, everybody's crazy for believing in UFOs. We're going to call them UAPs. Why? Because they're unidentified aerial phenomenon, which just is exactly what a UFO is, but they were like, yeah, but we're going to call it UAP now. And it's like, but didn't you come up with UFO in the first place? And they're like, yeah, but I like this one better. It's like, why can't I just call it a UFO? Because it has a stigma. That's your fault. It has the stigma.
You did this.
You did this. I'm going to keep calling it a UFO. I don't care what you say. All right?
I'm behind you on that 100%.
Yeah. So when people are...
Would this podcast be better if it was UAP Garage?
No.
Fuck that. That sounds lame as fuck,
It
dude.
wouldn't be.
UAP Garage? No.
It just doesn't have a good ring to it. I mean, UAP works with certain things, but not through this podcast. Right?
Yeah.
Because then it'd be the UAP podcast. So it'd be like...
I don't like two peepees next to each other.
I don't like two peepees next to each other, too. I'm glad you got there. That's where I was going with it.
I beat you to it.
You beat me to it.
Sorry, dude. I'm trying to like do... You had too much length in your pause. I shafted you.
For
I've got too much.
Go ahead. I don't know. It's just natural instinct for a dude. Like, even whenever you walk into a urinal, it's always like, dude, empty, dude.
Yeah.
It's just not natural to have two peepees next to each other.
No.
Right?
Have you seen that diagram where there's like 6 urinals and it's like or in 6 stalls next to each other? What a girl sees is like 6 urinals, but a guy sees 1, 2, 3. Like,
yeah.
Like there's only 3.
Yeah, there's
here.
only 3 here to choose from.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Because like people even stand in line and there'll be empty ones, but they're like there's still a line.
Like in football stadiums, dude. There'll be a fucking line out the door. No, I'm not like, dude, I'm not gonna like come in there and just. Those dividers are not tall enough or wide enough.
And it's funny because whenever you do see a guy who's like, oh, fuck this, and he goes and stands in between two dudes.
He always takes a shit in
like,
the urinal.
You're like, that guy's drunk. You're definitely drunk.
Yeah, I've definitely been to like that level where I'm too drunk to care, for sure.
Yeah, me too.
But dude, I've witnessed dudes taking shits in urinals, bro.
That's
like
not,
gnarly.
That's not what it's for.
Is it?
No, it's not.
What if you're pooping pee?
That's weird.
Have you ever pooped pee?
No.
Okay, back to the video.
Had completely lost control of it by 1961 when he left office.
Nellis Air Force
we must guard
Base.
against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
You know, because you think of generals and you think of conservatives and
And now
Republicans
it's
as
the
being very pro
military industrial intelligence complex.
They're still on Act 1 and they're all over the place. It's very hard to follow. It's just a lot of information all at once.
Yeah.
So like me trying to like take notes about this, it was pretty difficult. Like trying to do like timing.
Why is this rated TV MA?
major ass time.
No, it's not.
More ass time. More ass time. Because you're sitting, we were sitting down when you're watching TV. Who stands and watches TV besides Michael Scott and his plasma?
I don't know.
I love this TV.
Illegal part of it. He's not talking about the conventional military.
But it's now the military-industrial intelligence.
Hey, dude. Okay, do you know who this is?
Yeah, he's one of the Doobie Brothers.
Fool. He always wears a scarf. In everything he's in, he's got a scarf. And I respect that. I like that style. Like, you know, like dudes that wear bow ties to everything. Bill Nye's one of them. I respect it. I don't know.
Remember that?
Consistency is key.
Oh, there.
Okay.
That are moving bureaucratically toward establishing dominion and control over the entire democratic process in the country.
Oh, so this is when they start getting into like black budget things with like the Bushes and we'll just watch it.
Middle Eastern oil fields and occupying
shock and
oil
awe.
fields, attempting to establish what they themselves refer to as full spectrum dominance.
That's crazy. They showed that on TV, bro.
And so the
bombings on TV?
Yeah, the bombings on TV. Like after 9/11, and they were like, all right. They were like, here it comes. And then like, I remember the TV, like it like was on the news, and they were like, and the airstrikes are about to happen. And like, they just showed like a dark screen.
Right.
And then out of nowhere, it was like,
Fireball,
boom, boom, all these. And dude, like everybody like on the news was acting like it was 4th of July. They were like, and the bombing has started. Like,
bro, that's like some idiocracy type shit. Like,
dude,
we're so far removed of what's actually happening in the video.
Yeah.
That those
absolutely.
fireballs, those are people dying.
Yeah.
I mean, the success rate of killing people from bombs and like drone strikes, it was like so fucking low of killing the actual person that they're targeting. And it's mostly innocent people that don't even fucking care.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, good point. Why the fuck did they show that out on TV?
I have no idea. That was crazy.
I think that's a good example of brainwashing, dude.
It is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. When people think brainwashing, you think of that like spiral thing. But that is brainwashing, dude. Like the fact that no one blinked an eye. Oh, yeah, well, they brought down 9/11. We might as well just go bomb the shit out of them. And we thought that was okay to show on TV.
Yeah. That's nuts. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that disagree with that, right? Like, we're just going to be some hippie liberals, right? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I mean, like on a human level, man, that's like, that's deep to like take that in.
And also showing 9/11 on TV.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah. That's gruesome. Well, that's the thing about news is people like bad news.
Yeah, like
people
you're watching the
news.
towers fall and you're like, oh, there's thousands of people just being smushed right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, it's like the double-edged sword. Do you want to know or do you not want to know?
Well, showing that footage over and over and over again is what made the bombing footage acceptable to all of us.
Aha.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's some subliminal, like, that's brainwashing right there.
Exactly.
That's a good point. Like, it like set this,
because it made
like
you
cleanse
so
the palate.
It made you so mad that you were like, well, this is acceptable,
right?
Especially when you didn't have to pull the trigger,
right?
You just watched it on your TV,
right?
And it's really easy to like get behind something like that when you don't have to go do it,
right?
I mean, even now, like, right? I mean, yeah, there was a lot of people on the ground during those wars, but you know, a lot of it is fought, you know, like by pushing a button and sending some shit like miles away.
And 64 controllers, man.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Maybe it's Xbox, but
it's dude. I mean, it's
all right.
It's dirty.
Enough politics. It's bumming me out.
Yeah,
let's listen.
It is a bummer.
There became to be this bifurcation. This separation.
Is bifurcation a word?
Legitimate.
I think he made it up.
I think that's a
it's
word.
a George Bushism.
Yeah.
And the deep black programs.
Deep black
unacknowledged
butthole.
We're talking about the black budget, the deep black.
Deep black butthole.
Super secret, unacknowledged budget that runs in the $100 to $200 billion
butthole
a year. I'm being conservative.
My 03 budget
That's our form of editing. We just say butthole every 30 seconds.
$48 billion in new defense spending.
More money for the Pentagon.
I need to think of a
Its
Kate.
own auditors admit the military cannot account for 25% of what it already spends.
According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion.
There's the father of the New World Order right there.
$2.3 trillion with a T. That's $8,000 for every man, woman, and child in America.
We're spending.
I've never even owned $8,000
Yeah,
at
I've never
once.
even seen that in my bank account at once.
Ever. He's going to be at the conference.
Oh, nice. What's up, Strat? Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, dude. I kind of want to skip through some of this.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, here, let's listen to the...
Listen to this screech.
Thing I do, I go right into those files and see what was going on.
Right.
And he said that he did do that.
Yes.
And that he didn't find anything.
Well, I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, why not?
Doesn't mean that she's going to find anything.
And you know, there's a new name. It's unexplained aerial phenomenon.
Unexplained aerial phenomenon,
Yep,
really?
Yep, UAP. That's the latest nomenclature.
I like the old one. I like UFO. I don't know why.
Within a couple months of me
My
briefing,
boy, he likes the old one too.
Yeah.
So, okay.
You know that part in Dumb and Dumber where they're like, you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? And then they make that noise?
Yeah. I won't do it. You could do it.
Every time I hear Hillary Clinton talk, that's what I think of. I
don't know. I don't have an opinion.
Hey.
I don't know enough to have an opinion on politics. I'm sorry.
I hate her, right? And I'm okay with saying that. But I don't really like any of the other options. So who cares?
Dude, I mean, but what she said about I'm going to look at it again, that means nothing.
Nothing.
That
It
doesn't mean anything. What it is it's a cultural rally. Like, oh shit, she's in Aliens. Fuck yeah, that's dope. It's like one little sugar, little sprinkle. Like that's one little subliminal thing. Like, oh, she's on my side. I'm not crazy. She
Right.
knows that there's
Right.
something out there. But dude, we all know that the president doesn't have any access to that.
Right.
Those black butthole projects. The presidents don't have access to that.
Not at all. And like Gary was saying on the podcast, he was like, yeah, I dare you. You know, yeah, once you actually find out, like, somebody should like tweet to her, like, a triple dog dare you. Like, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, see what happens.
Because once you find out what's actually happening and realize you can't tell the public that, like Bernie Sanders has said that shit. Like, there's so many like presidential candidates who always say that.
Yeah,
and to me, that's annoying.
I think it's annoying too.
It's annoying.
I mean, at this point, they don't care. They don't give a shit about it.
No,
they're just
not
they're
at all.
just, they're kind of just doing it for votes.
Not at all. That's all it is, dude. It's all political.
Yeah.
None of them care about you. I don't give a shit about you. None of them.
I'm looking at
None of them.
I'm so bright. I'm trying to like bright yours up.
I still say dark when you did that, dude. That was weird.
Yours is like way dimmer than mine. I'm gonna switch them.
Oh, yours is so bright.
I've got mine all the way down, and I've got yours all the way up. Dude, mine could go much brighter.
Oh.
That's why I wanted to switch the batteries. We can see your face a lot better now, dude.
Can you?
You want to switch back?
Oh,
we should have switched batteries. Okay.
It was a lot brighter earlier, though.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Are you using Duracell?
They're Energizer.
They're Energizer?
Bunny.
Dude.
No, the bunny, dude. Yeah, yours is way dimmer than mine.
It is now.
Well, shit. Let's just switch it.
Does that mean that now you're dimmer?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the point then?
I don't know.
CIA director. I get a visit from one of Bill
You're a
Clinton's
CIA
friends to my
director.
home, who says they love what you're recommending that the president do
exist because I've seen one.
Jimmy Carter, he's seen one.
Get it, Jimmy?
Jimmy, dude. Hey, he's still alive though, dude.
Mm-hmm.
We should have him on the podcast. How dope would that be, bro?
Dude.
Let's do it.
Even if we had him for like 15 minutes.
Let's reach out to him. Let's send him a letter.
Let's try it.
He would love that.
Let's see what we can do.
Yeah. Yeah, this fucking light is so dim, dude. I was like, it looks like you're in a shadow right now. Okay, let's
stay in the shadows.
I want to see what Stephen Lovekin says.
being
What is that,
erased.
George Costanza?
And I said, man, what do you mean erased? He said, yes. He said, you will be erased.
If you tell anyone...
Oh, so he's
I'd be
talking-
like, your mama's going to get erased. They're like,
Yo, birth canal gonna be erased, girl.
they'll be like, we will find you and we will kill you.
Yeah.
That's not what your mama said last night. I will shoot you like I shot your mama.
My name is Tony Montana. Kill my father.
1962.
Okay, is this? Oh, this is the Marilyn Monroe
this is the
shit.
Marilyn
Let's
Monroe
back it
stuff.
up. Let's back
And
it
I
up.
said, well, I didn't.
All right,
Do you
even
know
further.
why?
Even
I don't know
further.
anything. And he said to me,
Wait, I love that. That
You
should
don't
be
know
a,
anything.
that should be a meme.
He was a 33rd
You don't know
grade
anything.
Mason. So all of you people who think that all these secret societies, everyone in it knows everything, they don't know anything. And he said to me,
That needs to be a
we
meme.
all know that Marilyn Monroe didn't die of an overdose.
Boop, boop, be doo.
He said,
Neither
"Do
did
you
Jimi
know
Hendrix.
why?"
Yeah, he was
They
he was
killed
murdered,
him.
straight up murdered.
The
Jimothy.
late Marilyn Monroe.
And I said, well, I didn't until I got this document. It's a virtual death warrant because she was found a couple days later.
So what he's talking about, just for copyright issues, I want to stop it and just kind of explain, like, so basically he has this document going back and forth from these attorney general people about pillow talk between Marilyn Monroe and the JFK brothers. We talked about it a little bit earlier in the podcast. Dude, I fucking love that song, by the way.
I just pillow talking with a bitch.
Brain on some other shit.
This bitch don't know about Pangea.
He like points. This bitch don't know about Pangea.
Do Earth go hard?
Oh, yeah, go hard. What about the dinosaur?
Wiretap of telephone conversations.
The brain thirsty as fuck. Please give me a Sprite.
Please give me a Sprite.
Marilyn Monroe, and Attorney
Please don't
General
neglect the
Bobby
brain.
Kennedy. Rothberg discussed the apparent comeback of the subject with Kilgallen and the
Comeback.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever heard it? What other comebacks do you know of?
What? Wait, what? I'm lost. Wait, what?
There's this. He said comeback. There's this joke in Parks and Rec where Andy says, "Hey, I know of another comeback." And they're like, what do you mean? Yeah, I've seen a comeback before. Kim Kardashian. She gets to come on her back at the end of the. So, dude, Parks and Rec, it's a great
breakup
outtakes.
Of the Kennedys. This is referring to the fact that Marilyn Monroe had been having an affair with not one but both Kennedy brothers, and it was becoming conspicuous, so they broke it off.
With both of them.
Rothberg indicated in so many words that she had secrets to tell, no doubt arising from her trysts with the president and the attorney general. One such secret mentions the visit of the president at a secret air base for the purpose of inspecting
Secret
things
air
from
base,
outer
bro.
space. Now, this is 1962. Kilgallen said if the story is true, it would be a terrible embarrassment for Jack and his plans to have NASA put men on the moon.
Bro, what a pimp, though. He was like, Marilyn, what up, girl? And she was like, I don't want to have anything to do with you. And he was like, I know about aliens. She was like, what? Wait, boy. What you talk about you know about the aliens? You want to take a ride in my limo? I've got my own limo, thank you. But I know about aliens.
I got aliens in my limo. Drinking champagne.
She's like, prove it. And he's like, hop in. And then they go to this secret air base. And she's like, whoa, I'm totally having sex with you tonight. And
Hell
then,
yeah.
and then boom, they're both dead.
Yeah.
Dude.
So, bro, something happened.
I mean, we crack all these cases.
Dude, I'm not on crack, but we've cracked so many cases.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Propulsion systems, what happened to Kenny and Marilyn Monroe. You know what I'm
list
saying?
goes on.
Dude, I mean, we
polar shifts.
Polar shifts, we're killing it over
magnetic
here.
stuff. We've got answers for everything, you guys.
In many instances, we have persuaded reporters.
Okay, I'm
If you need answers, ask us.
Yeah, ask. Yeah. We totally know what's happening. Oh, I want to see that.
President Clinton rides in UFO.
Wait,
Hillary Clinton adopts alien.
alien? What is that?
I know that they will refuse to publish information, which in my
There's
judgment
another alien ball,
is
dude.
clearly important information.
They love
for the
balls.
public to know.
the corruption of the media means that you have then undermined democracy and our basic constitutional protections. Because if you control the information flow through the elite media, and the only place you can get this information is through the tabloids.
Official photo.
Because it's discredited there. Or on the internet where there's so much false information that's mixed in with the real information that you don't know what to make of it. There creates this complete confusion.
When you go to a supermarket checkout and you look at the tabloids,
ET activity.
Okay, dude, I want to see some of this footage.
The greatest discovery in the history of science. NASA
What up,
would be the
Stan?
leader. Of course, they go to Congress to get more funding. Why would anybody cover this?
Let's do this other little thought experiment, everybody.
Are you going to do this with baking soda and vinegar, Bill?
In 1952, Project Blue Book was launched by the U.S. Air Force to allay fears from the public of ET activity and to assure them that they were doing everything in their power to look into this.
I am here to discuss the so-called flying saucers.
We've all seen this one.
The Air Force interest
Can we
in
go
this
back to
problem-
that model that they made?
I am here to discuss...
What is that shit?
Oh my
That's
god.
like, someone's like, quick, we've got 10 minutes.
The highest funded department of the entire world.
The world.
And that's what they come up with.
How big do you think that is? Like this big?
He was like, hey, Hank has his drums in the back. And he's like, not my drums. And they're like, go get that kick drum. And they just cut a hole in it.
Yeah.
They were like, this is what it looked like.
And then they fucking dangle it from a string. Oh my god, dude.
They were like, who has a stapler? They just stapled that shit together.
Who has pantyhose?
There's been
And like the burliest man in the office is like, I do.
I do.
a decision made within
Oh,
the
man,
national
not
security
again.
state infrastructure. The ridicule
This
and
little guy, I've seen.
dismiss
He looks like the head of Bender from Futurama.
Oh yeah.
cases that they know positively
Right?
are cases of
He has like a cigar hanging out of his mouth.
sightings of UFOs and extraterrestrial beings. That's perfectly clear.
Fool always has his awesome scarf on, dude. Oh, that was a pretty good one.
Communication by the scientific theocracy.
You got the hiccups, dude?
A little
Frank
bit.
B. Salisbury,
Oh shit.
PhD.
Did I get you?
I don't get scared.
Yeah, you did. You flinched. You did.
Well, you punched me. That's a natural human reaction.
I totally did punch you. I'm sorry. But yeah, dude, I've never seen any of this footage. This one's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
You flinched, dude. Don't lie. You got scared.
Is that the one where he gets shot with the laser beam?
This is one where he takes a right turn.
And the beam shoots up?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It does go past him.
Yeah. Oh, dude, swamp gas.
All of it's swamp gas.
I didn't need to convince him that the UFOs...
And then, okay, so here they're talking about and all the math, the science. Dr. Hal Putoff lives in Austin, by the way.
Like kind of a quiet, empty lake, it's more like the frost
Cheers.
at the base of a waterfall or something.
The amount of energy in a cubic meter of space-time was 10 to the 26th power. It's a 10 with 26 zeros behind it, joules per cubic meter. And that's enough energy, even in a coffee cup, to boil all the oceans.
Yeah. That's
Damn.
dope. That's fucking sick. I love that. So now I think at this point they start talking about the repercussions and basically what we've been talking about for, ever since we started talking about aliens and like getting to the point where why don't they want us to have the technology? Well, they kind of go in on this.
Uh-huh.
And Dr. Greer says a lot of the same similar stuff that we've been saying for a while.
You think it'd be cool if we called him Steve?
He would probably correct us, dude.
I bet he would.
I bet he would too. I don't know. We don't know the guy yet. But I bet he would be like, It's doctor.
It's doctors.
I used to be a trauma doctor.
And then we're like, oh, our apologies, Dr. Steve.
Hey!
Excuse me, Dr. Steve.
Excuse me. Hey, Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve.
Dude, we would talk to him for 30 seconds. Wait, 10 seconds, and he would never talk to us ever again, dude. That's what would happen.
Or he would really like us.
Yeah, I doubt it. Well, if he liked fucking Logan Paul and his crew, that was the most cringy interview I've ever watched.
Yeah, you guys think we're bad.
Yeah, if you guys think that...
Check out the...
fucking
Rita,
terrible interview.
If you don't like us...
yeah, check that shit out. Oh, there's
that clip.
Yeah.
From her since she was 5 years
So
old.
what does he say about it before? I want to know.
Public armed conflict with another planetary system for more than a nanosecond and surviving. They know that we couldn't. But it's a way of manipulating the public through demagoguery, fear, jingoism, false nationalism, and creating a boogeyman out in space.
What's he even working on? What is that?
It even says down here, actual U.S. Army recruitment video.
Since she was 5 years old.
So you don't worry about her?
Of course I worry about her. I fought in the war in '96. I know what those things are capable of. But I know what my daughter is capable of. And I know this planet is safer because she's defending it.
Do you think that maybe...
They could pull it off. They could definitely pull it off.
Do you think that maybe,
Right
like,
now,
after
they
the
have
movie came out,
to mimic
the
form, fit,
the
and
army was
function
like,
of
pause this.
extraterrestrial
It's hard for me to talk.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You think after the movie came out, right, and that was shown.
I'm wondering
that
if
the
it was...
army was like, hey, let us endorse that, and you can put our insignia on it, and down the road, like, we can still use this as like an actual like army commercial,
right?
Like, just to show like the the scientific advancement of the military.
It's been known that the military does sponsor a lot of Hollywood films.
Right.
So, I mean, that's a known thing.
Yeah.
Like, they donate certain technology and planes just so that they know all of the third world countries that are eventually going to see these movies are going to be like, I don't want to fuck with America. I've seen that movie so-and-so.
Right,
and they're going to be like... And yeah, some of it's made up, but...
I can't remember. I think it was Independence Day that...
Came out in 1996.
Right.
Remember when the dude in the commercial says, I fought in the War of 96?
Right.
So that's that connection.
Yeah. But they also, in Independence Day, they also talk about, there's a base out in the middle of the desert. They never say Area 51. They just talk about a base that's out.
Well, in the movie, they drive across that lake bed, that dry lake bed. So,
but they never say.
Well, did they say it in that? In that commercial?
No.
Okay.
No, they don't say it in that commercial. I just don't think they endorse that part enough.
Yeah.
So it was
the Area 51 part of it.
Yeah. We're not saying that because the government didn't even officially acknowledge Area 51 until 2013.
Yeah.
Right?
They didn't. They said that doesn't exist. That's not a base. That's just a rumor.
Which is crazy because when you think about it, it's like we've all known about Area 51 since we were kids.
Yeah,
right? There's been
why
video
not?
games and shit called Area 51
Right.
and this and that. And then in 2013, they were like, "All right, guys, we got to get something off our chests.
Yeah,
we have a base, and it's called Area 51."
And we're like, "Oh, yeah, I knew that.
I know." People have been driving out there since the 80s.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys knew it, but there's been a base there this whole time.
the whole time. Let's see here. I can't remember what's at the very end. I know it ends on
credits.
Oh.
I believe we've reached a point where we're a threat not only to our planet and each other, but we're also developing weapon systems that are potentially a threat in space.
So it gets political at the end, right? It starts talking about a lot of political stuff.
But that makes sense to me too. We're not only developing stuff that's screwing ourselves, but it's also getting advanced enough to maybe start screwing with other things out there.
Yeah.
And they're
sure.
"Hey, stop it."
Yeah.
They're "Hey, don't.
Hey, hey.
Hey there.
Hey.
Don't.
hey, dog.
Yeah. And that's why they're here. That's why they're here messing with us, right? Well, not even messing with us. I mean,
they're just watching us, dude. We're all it's a TV show. Yeah, we're close to the credits already. Yeah, it's a TV show, man. I don't know. I'm convinced at this point. I
guess.
I mean, after watching this, like, I don't know if I hyped it up too much, but this is a very compelling, really well done documentary movie.
Except for the Independence Day part.
So therein lies the question, like, okay, well, if they can say actual U.S. Army footage right at the bottom screen, then what else are they fudging on or
right? Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, that's my question as well.
Yeah. Whereas, like, if you listen to our show, like, you wouldn't know what fucking is true or not because it's all we just goof around. You know, we don't really know. But they're claiming actual U.S. Army footage.
Were you able to find anything on Google?
Yeah, it's literally they were. Yeah, let's see, U.S. Army alien footage. Navy
commercial.
Oh, that would help. Commercial. How do you spell commercial? Is there two N's?
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude. Eminem. New recruitment video, NPR.
Let's check that out.
Yeah, what is
See
that?
What it says.
3-minute listen. What is it? I think
military recruitment ads once sounded like this.
There are things to do and places to go, and the Army Air Forces will supply both to healthy, adventurous, and patriotic young men with a will to smack the enemy where it hurts the most.
Long after World War II, U.S. Army commercials still showed classic images of soldiers jumping from planes, wading through swamps, and driving tanks.
How long is this? Oh, 3 minutes.
But today's Army faces new recruitment challenges. NPR's Neda Ulaby tells us about an ad released this week with a surprisingly different approach.
It seems so normal at the beginning. A middle-aged man in a plaid shirt and an Army baseball
What is
cap
it about
teaches him his
NPR
homework
that
track.
has this sound?
I don't know. It sounds so lame, though.
I don't understand.
It sounds like a library smells.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what NPR is. It sounds like a library smells. Exactly.
Like old wood, like veneer paneled walls with like red fucking old brick that was used from an old brick factory that is out of business, and they repurposed it for the fucking library. Understand.
It's almost like a requirement that you have to talk like that to work at NPR.
There's a musical quality to it, where there's notes that you can't go above or below, right? It's like this robotic, almost like the news anchors that say, then tonight we come back to George Carlin on Ping Bing Long, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
next to someone off camera.
Were you
and that music, dude.
surprised when your daughter enlisted?
Not at all.
Oh, they're talking about the same shit. Yeah.
Not at all. She's a born leader. I know I've been taking orders from her since she was 5 years old.
I want to know how it got from Independence Day to the Army.
Right.
Like
we should follow this lead.
We should.
Yeah, because I want to know, like, yeah, your question is, was it really meant for the movie, or was it meant for the movie in hopes that later we could use that?
Yeah.
Dude, I'd love to know. What we should follow this lead is what agency created it.
Can we find the Independence Day footage and see if there's any Army logos in that footage? Because if the new footage has the Army logo, then they had to have been sponsored by them later on.
So what should I... Here, you type it in. I don't know what to look
for. Independence Day bonus.
Independence Day boners.
Independence Day bonus footage recruitment video. Where am I at?
Close enough. Military recruitment in Hollywood? What's this? Hey. Some dead air space. Hey, everybody.
Yeah, here we go.
Thanks for listening. We've totally not stopped. Okay, here we go. And here we go.
That's
squeaky ass chair, dude.
20 years ago, the world escaped
No.
the clutches of extinction. Us the power to
Weapon against another attack. The Earth Space Defense.
No.
Is this a new one? That looks sweet.
I guess so.
Huh, okay.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, we'll have to pick it back up in the next episode.
Yeah.
But dude, I'd love to know the link. Let's follow that lead down and figure out what happened.
down.
Yeah, dude.
I'm down.
Well, dude. I mean, we're finished with the thing. Do we have any other topics?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I guess just a friendly reminder to go to UFOGaragePC.com. Go check out the GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Help us get on out to California.
Hey, why don't you go ahead and get on there and help us get on? Be a good friend.
Oh, California!
Yeah, well, the people say that the weather is nice and the people are nicer out there.
California is the place you want to be, so we loaded up the family and moved to Beverly.
Oh, is that new? Who's that?
Beverly Hillbillies.
I know. What are we going to do when we get there, dude? Are we going to go straight to the...
Dude, I guess so. I mean, we're going to be basically going all day.
Oh, that's right. Well, I was hoping at UFOCon we could eat lunch at Hooters every day.
Oh, yeah.
It was the only food around.
Yeah. Well, this one, they said that has a Bennigan's inside of it, right?
Holy shit.
Dude.
That's awesome. Love Bennigan's.
Yeah, dude. We're going to Bennigan's.
We're going to Bennigan's.
They will know our names.
Okay, so what's the plan? Are we going to we got to set up our booth and we're just going to be just there all day basically, right?
Pretty much, dude.
Is it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, so
20th, 21st, 22nd,
Thursday
23rd.
Okay.
It's one of those weird things where it looks like it's 3,
right?
but it's really 4.
It's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, I'm so stoked, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
I wonder. So if we can, I'd love to be just hanging out in that area as much as possible and just kind of catching people, like Lorianne was saying, just catching people that are just attending.
Yeah, totally.
That'd be cool.
I think we should print out little signs of for Abduction 51 and Phoenix Shaving.
Okay, yeah, I'm down.
That'd be cool.
That's dude. What if we did a promotional little card thing with our logo and then our sponsor's logo on the back?
That'd be
we
cool.
Could hand it out to people.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of sick. Instead of business cards, do a postcard kind of size thing. That'd be kind of sick.
Yeah, that would be cool, man.
I also want to hand out I don't know, something that people are gonna remember.
Condoms,
dude. That's it's exactly what I was thinking. And then we staple our thing to the middle of it.
Yeah, dude. Help prevent space babies.
But we stapled through the condom.
No,
with our sticker. Yeah, making space babies.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, bro,
that's awesome.
Sick. All right, I kind of want to bring it back to our website just so it's
cool
on brand. But all right, dude. Well, that was a fun episode, bro.
That was awesome, man.
Hell yeah,
it was a good one for sure.
Yeah, dude.
All right. And maybe we'll try to get a guest on.
Yeah.
For next week.
Let's do it.
We'll reach out to some people and hopefully we'll have a guest on for you guys next week.
Yeah, I like to stagger goofy episodes and then guest episodes. I think that's a good spread.
That sounds good to me, man.
Yeah, dope.
All right, dude. Well, this was another episode of UFO Garage. Talk to you next time.